Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. Oh, man.
Hi. You are now grooving to the smooth, docile signs of casual nerd problem. This show's about to start with some luscious pictures and imagery of poison ivy, Morrigan, Captain Marvel. Are you ready for this? Let's see who's in the audience. Late night trip. Are you ready for this? Alan Kiefer, are you ready for this? Yeah. Bats in the Belfry, are you ready for this?
Nice to see all the anime boys sitting down. Take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Take your seats. The show's about to begin.
Let's get moist in here real quick. Are you feeling a little warm?
I smell that. Smell that. It smells like.
I thought I smelled cabbage.
Like sweaty collectors. Welcome to Casual Nerd Problems.
Yeah, give it away. Yeah, give it away.
One more time. That was great, Crippler. You had that thing on. It's funny because I landed at 5:30 this morning in Virginia, and then I got home, and then my cat was like freaking out, like, "Oh my God, you're back! You're back!" 6:30, I drive back, to work. And my day is just like busted, man. I'm 3 hours behind and everything, but it's just. I felt like I was going to go to a convention this morning, so I was like, what the hell am I doing at work? What the freak is this?
I'm just saying, I've been getting blown up by Chris Tron, like why he still got that J&D
Oh, shit.
Harley in the background.
Wow,
like,
that's pretty bad. Wow.
I'm just kidding.
No, I didn't get a chance to ship it out yet, so. Chris Tron.
Poor Chris.
Legit, right? One more time for the ladies.
Oh, man, that's like the best.
Have you guys seen it? This thing is beautiful.
Unfortunately.
I wonder.
It looks like it's getting worse. Sorry, Chris.
It's getting worse and worse each day.
Oh my God.
Look at the cellulite. It's beautiful. Well done.
It's better in person.
That poor guy that sold us, like, yeah, sucker.
Oh, man.
Got him.
God. Oh, man.
That poor guy was like, Mom, I told you it would sell. I told you people were going to like it, Mom. Everyone's just making fun of him. That's messed up. It's casual. You're mean.
Yeah. Well, John, how's your day? How's your week? How's your weekend? How's the second baby? How's the third baby?
Yeah.
Oh, third.
That's life. Not as good as your weekend, I can promise you. We were just here, we were watching the Sideshow Con while you were enjoying the SDCC, and we were here stuck here looking at the anime and a whole bunch of other stuff. But no, it was good. Today was just doing some yard work, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, excited to be here, talk some collectibles because I missed it.
It's crazy, right? Like I was at that Comic-Con, and Pudgy put a message or something in the chat. He said, like, enjoy the con and worry about Sideshow Con and everything else. Like everyone's show. I always try to catch your guys' shows every day, but
You
like
should,
I should, right?
Yeah.
But I couldn't, man. I was like so busy with like whole Comic-Con thing, and I was just trying to enjoy it, right? As soon as I saw Pudgy's message, I was like, he's damn right. I'm gonna enjoy Comic-Con through my phone and my book bag, and then I lost my legs.
And then I messaged him. I'm like, is he okay? Can we get a pulse on Steve? I'm like, what's going on? Are we doing Among Collectors? He's like, I'm still in San Diego. Okay.
Yeah, it's something else, man. Like time difference, freaking trying to keep up with everybody. And I brought back a lot of things for every. Oh, yeah. This is really quick. This is cool. I brought this thing back. I don't know if you guys ever.
Thick knows himself.
Check this out. This is cool. It's like a Comic-Con exclusive thing.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. I saw
with a cat?
I was gonna say, I know your cat
you
hates it, man.
piece of.
Yeah, your cat.
Oh,
Where's
God.
the cat? Oh, he
It
already
better
ate
not.
it.
It better not.
No
Probably ate
Bugatti.
your cat too.
Yeah, but that's what I got. Well, I got a ton more things, but yeah, it was cool, man. It was definitely cool. Buck Fangs, how about you, man? How are the anime boys holding up?
We're doing good, but this week I'm more than an anime boy.
Uh-oh.
You're getting married?
J&D boy, rise up. That's the
J&D
coin,
boy.
son.
Hey, look at
Put
that
some
case.
respect on that
That's
name,
a J&D
dude.
coin?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, heard that snapping?
Damn, that's small.
Yeah, where you accent boys at now, bitches? Where y'all put your sideshow boys at now? J&D boys rise
What did you
up.
get, J&D, Buck?
That PCS coin starting to look real nice right now. I'm telling you. I won like one of those competitions they did on their YouTube, and they sent me the thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. I didn't expect it to be so fast. It came from Korea in like just a few days through FedEx.
Nice.
It's only for winners though, so if you ain't got one.
Plant it. See what if anything grows.
Everything else
a
good?
short list, hey Buck.
Wow.
Him and 2 other people submitted.
Yeah.
We love you, Buck. That's okay.
Yeah, but take it easy, man.
Yeah, Buck's like,
Speak for
He's like,
yourselves, guys.
"Ugh."
but that's what happens when you put that anime stuff back there. You're painting a target.
I don't go against the anime boys. They defend me against those other boys.
John, we heard you at the beginning of the stream. We heard you in your high pitched falsetto voice. We know you love anime.
Yeah, no. I have to give it a chance. I haven't given it a chance so far. From what I see, you and your stuff, no, I'm not.
Wow.
From the shit you got in your background right now, no, Buck.
No, this is an anime. This is manga. There's a difference.
Wow.
South Korea, North Korea, it's all this, you know.
No. It's like someone calling cartoons comics. You know.
Oh man, hate.
Hey.
Everyone's
Such-
unmuting
such-
themselves.
Such ignorance cannot be tolerated.
Well, Book, it's great having you back. And, man, we'll talk about some anime a little bit later.
Okay.
Mark B, Bay former boys. Man, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Good to be here. I can't stay long tonight because you all know it's the best week of the year. It's Shark Week. So
Oh, is it?
you know,
Oh, dang. Okay.
so we got sharks to check out, Discovery Channel.
Work.
Wow. Awesome.
Don't you have a
man.
PVR?
Oh, what? It's not the same.
It's not the same watching it live. I might catch spoilers, on the internet in between them.
Wow.
Really quick, we got someone joining us. Here we go.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow
Oh
through
my
you.
god.
What's up, Rasheed?
Rasheed.
I feel like I haven't seen Rasheed in weeks.
I know, right?
It feels like it's been forever. I don't know why.
Hey,
we got
Rasheed
this other
gonna
guy
see y'all,
joining in.
man. He said he's been on gym shoe kick.
Yeah,
Say
forget the
again?
statue stuff.
And I told him you've been on the gym shoe kick. You've been kind of letting the Timbs rest a little bit.
Oh yeah. So I actually I had ordered some what you call it? This thing called soul sauce.
Sorry,
make the-
Slifer. He's
To
being
make the
disrespectful.
to make
That's
the,
that new sneaker collector talk. You know?
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Rasheed's
you got a
new
school of
channel
casual
coming
now.
soon.
You know.
He didn't see the post I put up. Sorry,
Listen.
Rasheed, go.
my collection will knock Kaz's collection out of the box. Bro.
Wow. Okay.
Well, that's the problem. You don't want them out of the box either.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
What's like,
What up, Slife?
Awesome,
Sorry,
Mark
sorry, I'm
B.
late.
You're good. Piggy, how about you, man? How's your day? How's your weekend going?
my day is cool. The week's been cool. I appreciate you taking all the footage for us at the Comic-Con and John holding us down during the Sideshow Con. We had a good time. I just been working on my display and stuff like that. Shout out to Mark for kind of putting me onto some lighting, and that goes into where I said I've just been spending way too much money on the hobby outside of statues. But it's all
Mark
good.
B's like, look at it. My job is done.
That statue money.
No, I think we all go through it, Piggy. Like, you're gonna enjoy it later on when your whole setup's clean and fresh. So it's gonna be cool.
And eating ramen noodles because I spent all the grocery money on proximities and
It's okay as long as you have the heat. You're good.
If you know, you know. Awesome.
Can't tell y'all shit, man. Can't tell y'all
You
shit.
can't say nothing. Don't share anything. Share anything.
I know, man. Can't tell these motherfuckers nothing, bro. That's in the past, man. It's in the past. Let me
Bank.
bring shit up, motherfucker.
I didn't say anything. Hey, I didn't.
You ever see those memes where people be like, here comes my girlfriend, bring up something 6 months ago.
No, guys,
John right there.
is that actually worse than putting statues in your bathroom? You know,
Wow.
Wow, I didn't get that for a second. Oh, that one went over my head. I was like, what? That's good.
You know why, Mark? Because the heat man got to turn the heat off. They got to come inside your house. But letting that happen. You feel me?
And if he has to use your bathroom,
yeah.
But if you got to use your bathroom, you peeing all over your statue. Shit,
not everybody's gonna pee
Oh,
standing, not sitting down. Not everybody's.
And I couldn't leave a statement on that shit because he blocked me. So I was ready. But he said he said on there, let's hear all the hate. So I jumped immediately and typed the whole line. Then like he said, and I went on my computer and said, let me see if it's there. And it's not there.
So wait, that's his bathroom? That's Jupiter's bathroom, the pictures
It's
we
downstairs.
see?
That's the downstairs bathroom, bro.
He used to have a bunch of boxes in there, but now
He
I
is
guess
an
he's
anime
gonna...
boy, after all. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah, I'm done with y'all anime. This is how y'all roll.
But if you're gonna buy all those statues, at least have a nice immaculate kitchen. That's all I can say, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that's something else. I don't know how you're gonna top that, Crippler, but how you been?
You got to give me a minute because I'm trying to see what Mark is watching through the reflection of his art print. It seems very interesting.
That's not a shark.
Sharknado.
It's an explosion. Nah, I've just been here chilling, dude. Like, just tweaking things here and there, moving the statues a little bit here and there to just give it a little more. Like, there's some things like when I moved the Bumblebee before, it's just like, oh shoot, now I could appreciate that piece more before because it was really low, and now lifting them up, it's like,
is that a Corona? Oh my god!
Excuse me?
He's already burping. Too.
I know you saw that.
Hey, it's better out of this end, okay? It's better out of this end. Don't you start, huh?
No, I saw your pictures earlier, Crippler. It looks good, man. I like how you're changing them to position where they're looking at each other. I noticed that.
Yeah. So just doing little tweaks like that to the collection, and other than that, just been hanging out, video games. You know how it is. But man, I didn't know that was Jupiter's bathroom. That's dope.
Yo, bro, in the tub, brother. In the tub.
In the tub. God. Shout out to Jupiter Cock.
Wait till you see his neighbor Uranus's bathroom. That's
oh my gosh.
Was that a big ass Iron Man?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know that was Jupiter's bathroom. It changes everything. Oh my goodness. I thought it was a random picture from the internet.
That's some real project shit, bro.
Yo, you can have the best pieces in the world. If they're in your bathroom, that ain't dope. Stop.
That's next level right there.
It turns into like Yeah. Anyway.
Awesome.
Shout out to Jupiter.
Rasheed, man, how about you, man? I seen you a bunch of streams. I saw you on yesterday. What's it called? Fatal Channel. That was good.
Cool Nerds Lounge. Put some respect on that name.
Cool Nerds Lounge. Yep.
Yeah, we back. We back on Mondays too. You know, I'm unfortunately in Facebook jail for the groups. I can't post nothing, so that's why I'm not gonna be able to post nothing for like another 20
What
days.
sentence
What did you
get?
do now?
How many years?
What
You
did
got?
I don't know. I was going at. Nah, this lately has been. I don't know. I've been going at a lot of people on different topics on different platforms. I don't know, man. I got one is on some hip hop shit. The other one's on some. I don't know. I've been, I've been saying a lot of your mom swallows type shit.
Okay.
Because dude's been disrespectful to me, so I haven't been in.
Cross the line, man. You don't bring.
I ain't cross the line. You don't know what they say to me, man. If you go deep on me, I'm definitely there's no hold bar.
Go deep on who?
Pause.
All right. Okay, there was the pause. We could continue.
Yo, Buck, don't start, bro. This ain't Facebook. Don't start. Nah, but yeah, I'm in Facebook jail for like another 20 days or whatever, and That's
You
about
get
it.
the visits. What do you call those visits? That you
Conjugal
conjugal.
visits.
Yeah, you get conjugal.
Whoa!
Pause.
How's the food?
It's the same
Ramen
shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'll slip a half 100 in your commissary.
All right, looking out, man.
Slide you a shank or something, you know.
Nah, but when I want to say something to some of the group, because there was a couple of things I saw that I liked and I commented. I can't comment. Like even I tried to do. I think what's they put up something. Gotham Cinnabites, and I was trying to comment. I couldn't. I could like, but I can't. I can't comment on nobody's shit. You know.
I thought Facebook felt a little quiet.
I know exactly. I was like, "What the hell is Rasheed at?"
No, one time, because I got into it with one person, and then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna message this dude, and he reported me, man. He said something. I'm like,
You hold on a second. You message him privately?
hell yeah,
Oh.
hell yeah.
Oh.
Just you know.
Not bad.
Yeah. If they got rid of Rasheed from this is probably they cloned Rasheed, yeah. They cloned Rasheed.
All right, I got him out.
They cloned Rasheed.
Hey, look, here's his other clone right here. Look, we got the good one. We got the good one.
I'm telling y'all. Yo, that movie was dope. I love that movie.
I was thinking about watching it.
I gotta watch it.
I was thinking about watching it.
It's
What
dope
movie is
on
it?
Netflix.
Which clone Tyrone?
They
The
cloned
new Jamie Foxx movie.
Oh, I don't have Netflix.
Saw the promo.
Oh man,
That's fun.
There are ways.
Hey, I'll inbox you. I'll inbox you guys.
ways, if you're willing to learn.
Okay.
There are ways.
Pudgy, man. How you been, man?
Good. I took a page from the cool school book of Darth Rasheed and rolled in a few minutes late.
Hell yeah.
Makes a big difference, though, especially when you just wake up 10 minutes before the show.
Hey, that's my move, Pudgy.
You've been doing that a lot lately, Pudgy. You've been taking
man.
those naps and a little rest.
Mira, arroz, habituela with a big ass
Hey.
steak.
Hey.
Pow!
It-
That was it.
What language was that?
It's called the itis, and that's what.
Spanish,
Itis, yeah.
otherwise known as 50% of America, John.
Wow.
Coming soon to a Canadian province near you.
John, when you eat all the pasta and stuff like that, you know you fall into the
Oh,
coma.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what that is. The
That's
itis.
it. Same
Turkey
shit.
coma,
Itis.
yeah.
Same shit.
Oh, we should start that hashtag free Rasheed.
What?
I'm telling you, they cloned him. That ain't Rasheed, man.
Let me out.
It's
Me and Trump
in
in
the-
the same boat.
It's in the burgers. It's in
Lock
the burgers.
him up.
It's in the chicken. I ain't even-
No, isn't it Jesse's birthday today, or was it yesterday?
I
Yesterday.
think it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Wait,
Happy
it's Jesse
birthday!
Hernandez's birthday?
Yeah.
I missed Jesse
I
Hernandez's
saw something
birthday?
about it. Happy birthday, man!
Yo, my apologies, Jesse. I slayed demons with that dude. I didn't even know it was his birthday yesterday.
Pause. All right. All right.
Happy birthday, Jesse.
Happy birthday, Jesse.
Oh, that's all right.
Awesome. Well, Slifer, man. How's the Guyver life, man?
It's been an expensive week, and it's been a
Yeah.
rough work week. I've had such a rough work week that I had to buy 2 statues to make myself feel better.
Oh, that was
Wow.
Mission accomplished.
Really?
I feel better.
Really?
Yeah.
62 to the show in
You
already.
can't just say that. What 2 statues did you end up buying?
Well, the sale
Statue
from
of
Prime
Liberty?
One-
Was it that bad?
Definitely not. No, we need to revoke that actually.
Okay.
But no, no. I picked up a sale from Prime One, and I had like about $150 in Prime One points, so I got to use that. And I picked up the 2. I picked up the Guyver Gigantic, and then Secret Compass blessed me with $50 out of nowhere. So
Oh, nice.
they were reading my mind. So
Funny how
I used
nature
that.
does that.
Yeah, I bought one thing, and then I get an email. Hey, here's $50. I was like, okay, this is a sign.
Yeah, I already thought you had gigantic because I was gonna tell you to go pick it up.
That's the other gigantic that he has. man.
Oh, pop. No pause.
I'm modest. I'm modest. It's not. It's not. That. Oh man,
You guys suck.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Casual works for the same dudes that cloned Tyrone.
Yeah, he's always using the black memes.
I don't get it.
Can we get some black memes?
Some racial thing.
No. This is
Said that this look came on his face.
I'm telling you,
salty culty here.
I didn't even notice that. Oh my god.
that fool works for the same. Watch that movie, y'all. It'll go crystal clear.
I haven't seen one Latin meme here yet. One.
They're not in English.
Well, oh, I got one here, but I can't show that one. I'm sorry. All right. Oh man.
Take the win. You guys got the best memes. Take the win, bro.
The best beams. Awesome. Well, today's topic is going to be, I don't know. I was on the plane. I was at the airport, and I was trying to catch up with a bunch of episodes. Man, all this new stuff gets announced. Sideshow Con, San Diego Con, freaking Hot Toy stuff got announced, and I was like, this. I'm listening to it like I'm looking at it on mute, right? Or I'm looking through the pictures. This looks badass. Then I start listening to some shows. Everyone's like, the hair looks off, the face looks off. It should. This is like a different variant. I was like, oh, come on, this looks badass.
Everything sucks, right?
Yeah. I was like, I should put this back on mute.
I know what it was. You've been indoctrinated into the sideshow call. You was too close to the source. You were too close.
Yep.
He was feeling the waves.
So I guess I got to ask you guys: are our expectations set too high for like when it comes to collectibles, statues, hot toys, and I guess wall print or art prints and everything? You guys think we're like we're never happy? I guess.
I think our expectations are as high as their price point.
Boom, 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 bingo.
Yep, that's it. What I was gonna say. Yep.
I can't drop this mic because it's attached to a stand, but you get it.
But you dropped it in my head. Like, soon as you were saying it, it was like, ooh, boom. Mic drop.
You gotta say it, the everyday collector.
I don't know. I sometimes think it's not that we expect too much. I think though that we are a little jaded and kind of we get so much high quality stuff so often from so many sources that instead of embracing the fortune that you have by having these kind of choices. Back in my day, we had one choice, Bowen, and then two choices, Sideshow. Now you've got these great choices, and instead of reveling in it, a lot of the content seems to be like you said, like kind of like bitching and moaning about having too many choices of an Ivy or too many whatever. You know, I don't know. It's nature. It's human nature, though, so it don't surprise me.
Yeah, I definitely hear everybody though. Like, there's 2 variants of Poison Ivy that came out. It's just like it feels like the negative always outweighs the positive, you know? Like, so it's kind of hard to take it in like that way.
What I don't understand about that argument is there's a Batman coming, every different version of a Batman coming out, so it's gonna happen. Like these are popular characters. They're always gonna release. They're always gonna these projects fund their other projects. It's always gonna happen. Unfortunately, like people might not like it, but that's what's gonna happen. People don't buy the stuff from one-offs.
I don't think we're a monolith neither. I don't think it's like it's individuals, and if a group of individuals trend that way, it's probably for a reason, right? So like what I be mine at is sort of like my expectations is going to be totally different than casuals, than Johns, than Bucks, than everybody's in the panel, right? So like if for a certain price range I'm looking for a certain quality, it's either going to hit that or not. And if it misses that the majority of the times, that's just for me. You can ignore it, but it's just for me. Like, and then it doesn't have to be a we. It's just for me. And so like I think what happens is then if it ends up becoming a trend, then that's probably because things are either too expensive or things aren't hitting a certain quality. Because for me, like there are pieces where I see it, I turn into the biggest fanboy, like without even knowing it. I'm like, that looks. I did it yesterday when I seen that Killer Croc. Like I freaking loved how that Killer Croc looked, right? So I'm just gushing. But I'm not gonna do that for every piece because that's the piece's job to do that. So if I look at a Poison Ivy, because I've seen 2 or 3 Poison Ivies in a row this year, you can't expect somebody to be like, oh, a Poison Ivy is so amazing, and another Batman, because we just had one. So you don't. It becomes expected. It's not the surprise. The surprise to me is something that it's not normal. So if everything is mundane and normal, it's not that the piece by itself is bad. It's just that it's another Ivy. It's another this. But when they do something that's different and people like, oh, you're not gonna be able to contain it because you are really hyped and energized by the piece. And I just don't think Sideshow put out anything like that that be like, oh man, that shit is dope. Great pieces individual, but I don't know how you could expect somebody to go crazy over another piece and another piece over and over and over and over and over again.
Like
Doesn't mean
another
those pieces are
piece,
bad.
yeah. Like another piece they've already done, right? Like Poison Ivy, for example. Yeah,
Exactly. Good piece. I'm not Jade. I even said it. It's a very nice ivy. It's probably one of my favorite looking ivies. But if I would have had an ivy already, I wouldn't feel like I have to get it. You know what I mean? It's just a good ivy.
Dwayne said something earlier. He said, I think statue collectors are a lot less critical than figure collectors because we're closer to the people who make the art. Yeah, so sculptors, painters.
100% accurate.
Than figure collectors. I'm new still to the figure collecting world, and I don't know one sculptor, one one painter, or any of them. And yeah, it's crazy.
Which is a shame when you think of it. You know.
Yeah, their work is crazy impressive. Every time I look at it, it's like who made the portrait, who made like the freaking sculpt on this thing.
The only thing is that a lot of them are overseas, right? And when it comes to the Asian market, that's why they're not necessarily on the social media platforms the way like Daniel Bell is, or Amilcar, or Maria, stuff like that. They don't have that social media presence here like they do back home.
You got to follow them on Instagram.
Yeah.
And Duck Rogers said, so for context, the past 4 Sideshow Batman releases have outsold their 14 other premium format releases of non-Batman characters. So, yeah.
Duck, stop bothering us with facts. Facts don't come into
I can't kick them out. No, I can't.
No denying those pieces are super popular. There's a reason why they do it. Just like, yo.
I mean, I don't buy them.
But like those usually fund. I would think like those would fund other pieces, right? Like they keep releasing Batmans, and they're like, that's gonna fund the next project, I think. Or what do you guys think on that?
I think it's
do
like
you have
3
any examples of that happening?
Wolverine never sold out, so that's gonna be there for. Like I saw Rasheed talk about Wolverine last night. I was like, he's right.
Yeah, that's the problem when you have a mainstream character like Wolverine and he's not selling out after all these years. That's a problem.
Which one is it?
That OG one,
the yellow one.
The yellow one.
Okay.
On the Sentinel hand, right?
On the Sentinel, yeah.
But do you think it's because they have so many options of
that same character?
Yeah,
even after they did that,
I think that he should have sold out. That particular Wolverine, that was a big deal at Comic-Con when they had it unpainted at one point.
Sir.
And it was a big deal about the portrait because the portrait came out good and everything, and that piece should have been sold out. It's 2023 and it's still in stock. That piece should have been sold out.
They had a really high ES, and they've been releasing other Wolverine-like pieces after, right? Like Logan.
The Logan was good, but that brown one that by Mark Canale was terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
Yeah, I did not like that.
They didn't do any good. They haven't done a good yellow suit the way that one was done.
Right. So the Logan was good and it sold out. Yeah. And then the yellow one, like you said, it did have a high ES, but it still should have sold out. So
Mythos Vader had 5,000 and that sold out.
You know why I'm not so sure why it should sell out so fast is because that piece is heavily saturated, man. If you go into the aftermarket and you want to get that piece, it's very affordable. You know,
the Wolverine.
Yeah, that one.
But with all the sales that Sideshow's been busting out, that should have been. You would think that they would say, you know what, this thing been sitting in stock for too long. Put that thing on sale so we can beat them from going to eBay. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't been. It's still available. Rogue is still available. Rogue is still available. So, and I even think that it got bad for Sideshow that the R2D2's waitlisted, but I really think that they just don't want to.
Is that for real?
You think
yeah, it's right.
You muted. You went mute.
UPS they avoided the strike.
Yeah, it waitlisted the R2D2 and the C3PO, and the Boba Fett is sold out and the Carbonite. But I think that's because they feel like these things they got to come out their pocket for the free shipping because they was doing free shipping, and these are crate pieces. So it's like stop just stop making these pieces. Period. And let's concentrate on the statue.
Yeah.
You
You think like because you mentioned Rogue and you mentioned Wolverine. I think the EXs for both are sold out, right?
Yeah.
Um, and like I guess that's not even necessarily related to my central point. The most important point I was trying to make is you think people are finally coming to their senses and abandoning like this comic book nonsense. They're going to anime.
Yeah, I think that's a
Yo,
good point.
why
Yeah.
would
that was
invite
so
this guy
I
here?
got you guys.
Anime boy
I
flex.
got him. I got him. I
Oh,
got him.
you can't interrupt my anime boy flex. Anime boy flex.
Yo, I felt it in the force. The force told me this fool was going to say some stupid shit.
The Force told you. The Force tried to warn you.
That was good, Buck. That was good.
Yo, Buck.
Look, that was so smooth. You
Put him
your
back up here
points
so I can
just for-
bitch slap him live. Come here.
Look,
That's
look,
the anime
look
boy
up,
flex
look up.
right there.
Oh,
Come here.
We're about to fuse just now.
That was
Oh,
beautiful.
let's diffuse.
That was
I got you, Rasheed. I got you.
Ah,
Everyone get a jab. Everyone get a
There's
jab.
shit on him. Hold on.
other way.
Anime boy flex. Yo, fusions are backwards.
Hey, look, drop a trident on him since he's always holding up
Terry.
That was the master.
It's not a snake, Terry. It's a rat. It's a rat. Gotta get our animals straight. It's a rat.
The Rata Alada.
Snakes are good. They take care of rats.
No, but Buck is kind of right.
You know what? Get him out of here too. Put him back up. Put that one up here
I
too.
got that guy too.
I'll teach you a little
Put
bug.
him in the bathroom. Put him in the bathroom.
Nobody's waking up and going anime, but they're still.
No, seriously, manga is outselling comic books because comic books are putting out really bad stories. So
Slifer, do you think it's because
That's
Force is
fine, and I
female?
completely agree with you. But that's comic books. We're talking.
But that translates for new fans, though. We're old fans, so you remember all the old stories. New people breaking into the hobby, they're not liking the stories, so the characters aren't appealing to them, and a lot of them are not going to the backlog of old stories. And if they do, they really have to like the character on the onset. So the guy that's going to the comic book store picking up like these new comics, they might not be enjoying the stories, and they're like, "Fuck this!
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go."
But when you started collecting, did you fall in love with your character at the time that the media was coming out, or from previous years? Like I fell in love with Batman, but it was at that time older stuff that got me into Batman, as opposed to like the stuff that was coming out at the time.
Was it the movie that got you into Batman, the '89? You said it was such a big influence on you, right?
89 Batman kind of led me into it, sure.
Okay,
but
so, like that's what's happening now with the new generation. They're jumping on and they're going on Netflix and they're catching anime. They're not catching. They're not catching X-Men. They're not catching.
Yeah, but then we got bat nipples. It's not like I dropped Batman and went Spider-Man.
Did you read the comic book? Did you read the Batman comic books?
I've read Batman comic book stories, of course.
Before '89, my man.
Not at the time.
Easy,
not really.
Rasheed.
No.
He has a whole shitload of movies from decades. That he easy.
That's what I was saying. He's another one with the omnibus in the back and don't know shit.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I had to get you.
I didn't say all that.
I've been waiting.
You know what? Whatever. Okay.
I was saying something slick, so I had to get at you, bro. I had to get at you, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I have a surprise for you Friday. Don't you worry, boy. I mean, man, don't you worry. Man. Don't you worry, boy. He got something for you. Don't you worry. I'll fucking get you Friday. I was gonna get it last Friday, but we didn't get to it. That's fine. I'll get it. Don't worry.
Hey, yeah, I challenge anybody to like get their niece, nephews, daughter, son, whatever, and do the latest run on any of your popular comic books and see if they get into them if they never heard.
Oh,
of
that's
it.
good. Yeah, definitely.
I guarantee you, they'd be like, "This is some of the worst shit they bring." Like, who the
Honestly,
hell is-
the stories they're telling is messing up
Wow.
like the new crowd. I'm sorry, it really is.
I recently just went and got a bunch of run-ups.
sorry,
They're
Doug.
doing some number ones in a lot of the books, even the Marvel stuff. So like, and I'm just sort of like, woof. Okay.
I come on here to have a good time.
the Hulk
I leave more stressed than when I came on. You know that? I leave more
We've
stressed
gone
with
into
you.
their local LCS recently, and like, tell me this, because I've been moving around recently, like in the last like year or so, a lot, right? And so I've been to different places, and I've been to an LCS in each place. And I'll tell you this: when you go into one, they don't put comic books in front per se. It's like the manga racks. I'm being honest with
That's why they
you.
need to close their doors and
They
pack it up.
put the manga up
What
front.
LCS do you go to, man?
A bunch, man. I mean, when I was in Washington, there was one that was close by to my place, about like 5-7
You going to them
minutes.
Deathman areas?
Yo, you have an
We should do an
opportunity.
anime. We should choose
The
a popular
real
anime.
comic book store, real comic book store got the X-Men. They got Venom on their window.
No,
When you
man.
walk
Usually,
in,
it's the weekly releases that's right
Not-
at the front when you walk
not
in.
My
this-
comic book store has
I gotta
A-Force.
say-
that's why I know you're lying, bro.
No,
I gotta
no,
say,
no.
Don't come on here
as
with
much
your
as it,
campaign of your
Nah.
manga bullshit, okay?
We should
as
do a
much as it-
backstage
no,
watch party. Pick a good anime, and we should do a backstage watch party. Because I joke around hating on anime, but I really haven't been exposed to it. Besides, like I
mean,
said, this
as
crap I see
painful
there.
as it is for me to say this, Buck is actually. Well, I'll just speak for in my
What-
area. He's actually right.
Okay, get him out of
I
here.
know. I can't believe I'm saying
Choose your
it.
next words carefully. Big.
No,
We're gonna have 3 people on the show
no,
tonight.
hold on. If I can finish,
Choose
so
your
I'm by
next
no
words
way-
very
I'm
carefully.
just saying, like when I go in there on the back door,
I got my
on the
finger
back
ready.
wall, they got Marvel and DC. I'm just telling you what's in the stores, Marvel and DC. But then the line all the way out the store is people trying to get My Hero Academia.
What
and
state you live in?
all of that garbage. Georgia.
Nah, but listen, to be honest, and I'm just joking and stuff like that, but to be honest, a lot of comic book people did tell me that manga was outselling the new comic books. But just like Slifer said, these new comic books, I read a lot of things where they was trying to compete with manga, and that's why they started making the characters like how the mangas do it, to compete with because the manga was outselling. But the stories is horrible. Like they use cheap artists that they don't have to pay a lot anymore. The good
Paper is even cheap now.
the good storytellers, they don't hire good story. They hire people that are like as though they writing a script for a movie and not like comic book.
Absolutely.
So
You know what I saw with that, and it's the worst thing ever. And I sent it to Buck the other day. I saw a anime Superman, and instead of him, and like when he was changing, it was like some Sailor Moon type of garbage, where like he's out and the stars are spangling around him, and the suit is coming on him. I was like,
Some
man,
soft
what the hell
ass
is
shit,
this?
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I was like, Buck, what the hell is this? He was like, yeah, this has been out for a minute.
Yeah, but you're right about them getting these like Hollywood guys writing these comics now, because that's what
Yeah.
ruined Black Panther for me. Like, I should like the Black Panther books used to be like way back in the day used to be really good, but now it's
Nah,
not the
Crippler.
current one, but the run right before the current run with some
Yeah,
of
but
the worst shit I've ever
Crippler,
seen.
it's not just Black Panther, it's all of the books.
Yeah,
X-Men is not even an X-Men no more. All of the books, all of
Yeah, but do you think it's the books?
are-
Do you think it's
the writer.
No, it's
Do
the
you think
writer-
it's the writer?
it's
Okay,
the
but
writers and the
that's
artists.
fine. But the writers and artists are being bossed by Marvel, or by DC, and so forth.
Editorial
So,
shit.
so do we find that it's the artists and the writers, or just the fact that it's a change in time? Values have changed. The way people look at each other have changed. The way we live has changed. Because it's not just the
Well,
comics;
well,
it's
let
the
me-
films as well.
Hold
Marvel
on.
took a
Claremont, when he did the X-Men, he did the X-Men built on how racism was. So he built the X-Men purposely on that. So you can't say he always stayed with political topics in
Yeah,
the
'cause-
X-Men in his own way. Also, what's
Correct,
his name
yeah.
did too. What's the guy next to Stanley that he don't get his credit?
Jack
Kirby.
Jack
Kirby.
Jack Kirby dealt with a lot of political, but they were just subtle with theirs. You
And-
understand?
I just feel like
why-
we're at such a different time where
I
it's-
just think that a lot
everything
of the
is so
artists and writers
sensitive.
I think a lot of the writers are just straight up garbage. I think that it's just like if you were a great writer, or John, you're the great writer. You did Avengers, X-Men. This is fiction. This is fiction now. Don't
Nick
get-
Feely and
Yeah.
shit.
This isn't fiction. This is true. Compliment me, Rasheed, please.
But if
We'll
you did,
clip it. We'll clip it.
but you did X-Men and the Avengers, okay? Now you moved on to do the Dark Knight, or you into DC. Back in the days, you would be influencing me, and I would be not saying that I want to be you, but I want to
don't do me. please.
pause.
Flip that way.
Pause.
You
Yeah.
want to emulate.
But I want to write some magnificent shit like the way
Of
you've
course.
done it. these writers today, just like not
There's
changing
no
nothing,
inspiration.
just like how hip hop has gone down the garbage. Nobody says, you know what, this is my inspiration, and
Yeah.
and you can see it flows. The generation flows. Now it's like this person goes, I'm writing what I want to write. I'm going to write that Wolverine wears pink panties, and he
Jesus.
does this. And if you don't like it, kiss my ass.
My
Buy
joke
a
is
book.
pregnant, yo.
And
Oh my
exactly.
God.
Hey, that was
You know,
Katana that did that. Okay,
but that's how it is, though. That's how
Zatanna.
it is.
Zatanna.
I'm going to write
Katana.
Wolverine.
Zatanna.
I'm going
Sorry.
to write Wolverine to be soft, and if you don't like it, too bad. I'm the writer. Deal with it, and that's how they write. That's how
Now
they
you gotta want this life.
Sorry.
That's how they impregnated the Joker. They got Zatanna. She put a spell on him. And
Look, I logged into my Crunchyroll book, so I'm waiting for you to send me an appropriate recommendation.
Oh, the
got one.
Look
Got
at
one.
the open
Got
mind.
Not you two, but
Buck sent
Anime
one.
boy
No,
flex.
just send me a recommendation because I need
You love
to see.
a new
I
anime.
need to see something.
Crunchyroll.
Buck
I
sent.
need to see
You
something
can
that's
start
gonna
with
give
the
some
Netflix
credence to
live
Saga.
action movie that they just.
I started it a
One
bit,
Punch.
and it looked pretty good. Vampire Hunter, I think it was. He sent.
No, Pudgy. Start
Vampire Hunter D.
start with Ninja Scroll.
Cowboy
I
Bebop
think
live
Ninja
action
Scroll.
on
No,
Netflix.
no, start with
Ninja-
No, no.
Start with
no.
Ninja Scroll.
John, you did Vampire
Live
Hunter D?
action Attack on
Vampire
Titan.
Hunter D is amazing.
Don't do that.
Look how
Ninja
happy
Scroll.
Buck is.
There's like a Highlander anime
Vampire
movie.
Hunter D.
Check that out.
Vampire Hunter D.
Those two.
It might be
Flush
up
that
your
phone,
alley.
Joe.
Empire D.
Don't
said
start
flush
with,
that phone.
don't start with that Dragon Ball
All
Z
right, Berserk
shit.
will be. They're right in the Berserk
He's
is
been
the one I'll
tapped in.
probably try because I like all of the statues and the
Yeah,
characters
Berserk,
and how they
yeah,
look.
Berserk.
Berserk's kind of like.
Next time I come on the show, I want an
I like it.
itinerary because if it's
It's
this,
kinda
I'm
dark.
fine.
I think he'll like Berserk. The Netflix.
It's
one.
dark, pudgy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Batman people like it
but
dark.
You know what is good about it? It starts
Yep.
regular and then it goes into dark. So
You
at
see-
least it's not. It doesn't rush into the dark. It gradually goes into.
Oh, it's
You
okay.
see that 5% of Rasheed's name?
Yo.
That's for comics. The other 95% is anime. Because you see him now, he's recommending
Don't go there.
He's the one recommended the anime to Pudgy. I didn't say anything. Rashid is here.
Rashid, you're
That
breaking our
just
heart.
lets you know that.
Hey,
what are
Buck,
you talking
and
about?
enemy boys rise up.
Yeah.
Enemy boys rise up.
Mark.
Anime
This
boy
guy off the
flex.
screen. Mark, you hiring over there in that shark crew? I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming.
come on over.
Shark boys, rise up!
Soon his channel is just gonna be
movie that
Slifer
made it pretty good.
and Buck.
No, I think it relates to what we were talking about earlier, like our expectations set too high. I feel like sometimes we're stuck in the whole comic book mindset of like comic books are gonna be for life, for life.
But that's where it started. That's where it started. So you can't forget the foundation.
Yeah.
Especially being a
No,
hardcore.
definitely.
I was a hardcore X-Men fan. I can't just say this is what it is. Forget about all that great writing and all those great books that was made. Nah, I can never do that. Maybe the new generation can, but nah, I can't do that.
It all comes down to
Rashid, we're-
parenting.
Rasheed, we're gonna be the last generation. To be honest,
Again?
it feels that way sometimes. Like we're gonna be the last generation of people that actually have read comics, that enjoyed comics.
Yeah.
Everybody's
what-
a movie
It's true.
noob. Like they don't even
Listen,
want to read anymore, man.
There's a lot of people that saw
What up,
Infinity
Pam?
Wars and didn't know who Thanos was. There's a lot of people
Right.
that saw that
Oh,
movie
shit.
and
Shit,
knew nothing about Thanos. There's a lot of people that they saw the Dark Knight Rises and didn't know nothing about Bane.
Yeah.
But see, that's the difference, Rashid. Like they did that brilliantly with Cap in the original MCU up to Phase 3
Yeah.
because Thanos. A lot of people didn't know Thanos. Thanos MCU is their Thanos, right? That's their dude.
Right.
It was heavily inspired by the comics, but Thanos is their own original creation because the writing by McFeely was really damn good on those movies. Like Winter Soldier, Civil War, Endgame was all the same writing team, and that niche followed that trend beautifully. So any of these characters they introduced in Phase 4 and 5 could have been that reintroduced to the
Exactly.
new generation. It's just the writing and everything was so damn bad
Whoa.
that it ain't about anything but that. It's about how bad. So all it would take is them to give us give us some. You don't even have to copy the comic. Just make sure that the heart of the characters are intact. And then everybody
but-
will be buying these statues and video games and everything because it all feeds and everything
No.
feeds into that energy.
But Slifer was
Is that
saying
bad?
no. But what Slifer was saying was he's saying that we're going to be the last generation about that read the comic book stories before.
Oh,
these
yeah.
movies. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
So
true.
it's like the Infinity War. Nobody even knew Thanos as a character.
But that's okay though.
Until the movie. No, but we was just
Yeah, of
discussing
course.
that, you
See
understand?
how it should work is you have the different tiers, right? You have the people who started on comics and learned the characters from the comics from the ground up. Then they get to go and experience their character on the big screen, which is great. Then you get another tier of people who are going into the film knowing nothing about the characters, and that character that captivates them, whether it's Thanos, Hawkeye, Iron Man, then they take
many
that
Hawkeyes,
character and go back to the comics to
Yeah, then
learn
they go
about them.
back to learn them, yeah.
Exactly. And it's supposed to be a beautiful multiverse of just love and passion and happiness in this hobby.
But
and
to-
then you get
I just want to hug myself.
and then you get the bullshit that we're seeing on the screen now. I don't want to pick up a comic and learn
who's gonna
about
go
this.
back and
Who's gonna care? She-Hulk? I don't give twerk. I don't want to see She-Hulk twerking on a friggin'.
Because the problem is, if you watch Loki and then go back to try and watch Loki in any of the books, that Loki show was not Loki in any iteration, dude. So it's sort of
I didn't care for that show. I thought
Me
that
neither, 'cause I'm
if
like,
you
my-
gonna do Loki,
Unfortunately,
leave
that's
Loki
Loki in
Thor.
recent years in the books. It's actually taken from the books recently.
No,
recently.
no.
Bad.
We want
No, you're talking
That's
about
the
this one
that's the
run,
recent
but
year recency
Yeah.
bias. That's why.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Nah, I want my Loki doing forest
But I do-
giants, summoning forest giants, like freaking mimicking himself, cloning himself, whatever.
I
Illusions.
do think that like the whole statue argument about our expectations being high is because we love the characters so much that every time we see like a statue of them, we're trying to like I guess paint the picture of like
Recapture that.
recapture it. Yeah, exactly. Recapture that moment in time when we read it where we were like, oh man, this character's awesome. And I think that also hurts us when
Boom.
like if we don't see like a Jim Lee Magneto, they'd be like, that Magneto sucks. You know, it'd be like, but the outfit's pretty cool. It'd be like, no, I'm serious because like
People are like closed-minded.
yeah, like White Magneto. I like the White Magneto. I think that's a dope,
I love
dope
White
costume.
Magneto,
I
Just
like
think-
the sideshow Magneto. It's a little more modern, but it has like some pieces that look similar to Jim Lee. But a lot of people they go, nah, man, like that's not for me. You gotta that expectation is definitely like hurting some because not everything is gonna look the same.
It's like for some of them don't even know that
going on, Ledge?
Magneto was white, wore a white costume in the comic book. There's a lot of people that don't know that Magneto was actually wearing white in the comic books. You know,
And he wore
until
it out of
somebody
respect
shows
for
pictures
Professor
of it
X.
and stuff like that because they didn't read, they may not read that book or stuff like that.
Yeah,
Just think of it. Anime people, just think of it. You have to look forward to this 20, 30 years from now when you're older, having a kid. And you could look forward to how all the conglomerates grabbed your beloved creations and fucked them like they did.
I'm gonna
Wait
say
till
like
you have
that.
some actor portraying Goku
It's
and you're going to
already
be looking at him
happening.
like,
Like every
Who's
Netflix
this?
It already
adaptation
happened.
is so
It already
bad.
happened.
What, is it
Let me
really?
ask- Let me ask
You
Buck
know,
this.
if
Buck,
they've
do you
Look
heard
at Death
of
Note.
do you
Dragon
think
Ball
Look at
Dragon
Death
Ball
Note.
Z is gonna be made
Oh, like
into a movie?
the Airbender, right? They did that.
Does
with
anyone-
Death Note,
Does
man.
anyone-
Death
does anyone
Death Note
review
was a
Dragon
great
Ball
anime,
Evolution?
and then they did live. Like Death Note was amazing in anime, and then they did the live action, and it was trash.
Look at Cowboy
You can't even
Bebop.
tell it's the same
Oh, I
show.
was gonna
Yeah.
say that.
They're
God
doing it
damn
right now, buddy.
The problem is we're not the people. We're not Marvel, DC, and whatever's happening now. That we're not the target audience.
There you go.
That's it. We're just not the target audience, guys. We live in this world where you think that Kathleen Kennedy's sitting there running Disney, Star Wars over there, writing for
We call her
the
Queen
collectors
Mommy.
from back in the day, the George
so we-
Lucas time.
We got guys on this panel
we
from
know
their
that
20s.
writing for us.
Here's we got guys on this panel from their 20s up to their I'm gonna be 60. Okay. And we're all here, and yet we're all saying that we're not the target audience. So who the fuck are they targeting?
It's these kids.
Is it people
What
10
kids?
years old? Is it people 7
No,
years old?
it's kids.
Or is it
It's these
people
kids.
with vaginas? Which is it?
No.
How do they?
Oh, wait.
It's high schoolers. It's these high schoolers
don't
that
care
they're trying to get a fresh wave of audience into
Mm-hmm.
this hobby. Grogu Star Wars was a perfect example. Grogu became the
Y'all
next
let
Mickey
Grogu
Mouse.
Take y'all Star Wars, yo. Y'all did
Right,
that.
Grogu is the next Mickey Mouse.
But the problem is
I don't think
that
Grogu was very popular by kids.
audience don't buy anything. They don't buy movie
Right.
tickets. They don't buy statues. They don't buy
No.
collectibles. That
No, but-
audience that you're targeting, well, that they're
It's not
targeting,
working.
They don't buy anything.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
I agree
problem.
with
Do you guys
John
think
and
that-
I agree
you
with
guys
Piggy.
think
It's
they
like that's
pushing
what they're
us out?
targeting, but that it is not working because, like I said, 2 daughters, huge, so many nieces and nephews that I used to take to see these Phase 1 and 3 movies multiple times. They can't. They don't even want to go to the movies with me when I go say I'm going to go see a movie. Like they don't even want to go. So if they're trying to get them, the same people that will go to see Civil War with me like 4 times or 3 times. Oh, now let's go get Tyrone. Not the Tyrone. I do have a brother named Tyrone. That's what I said. We'll go get Tyrone to go, and then we'll go see it again, and we'll go see it again.
Not no more.
Yeah.
Hey, but then I go and they be like, they don't even want to see it 1 time, let alone 2 times, 3 times. And these are their target audiences. These are like the 8-year-olds to 12-year-olds that they're targeting. My daughters despise She-Hulk, and they're supposed to be the
It's a lot.
audience.
It's a lot of
That's why their
female.
movies are failing. But that's why the movies are failing. That's why the series are failing. Nobody's going to see these movies. They're coming out on a Tuesday, and they're on like physical media and streaming by like that following Tuesday.
Yo, Flash is
Nobody's
available
watching
right
the
now.
series.
It's everywhere
No
though.
one's watching the series yet because you're targeting people that don't want to see it, and you're ignoring the people that actually care about the characters.
It's everywhere though. It's not just our hobby. It's Disney movies. You know, I cracked on. I've been on the Disney Network watching some of the classics. 101 Dalmatians, Toy Story. The first Toy Story, not the 4th one. By the time they rolled to the 4th one, it was a disgrace. They mutilated the franchise, my childhood. I only watched that this year, the last one, and I was so disappointed. It's everywhere. It's not just our.
Last year was pretty good though, except for a couple.
I'll get him out. I'll get him out.
No,
They're trying to bring in. Look, it's like, for example, I feel like with Star Wars, it was Rey was brought into it to really give that female empowerment, and you have She-Hulk. You kind of get the same vibe. There's a lot of, in my opinion, what's happening with Disney and these films, a lot of hidden agendas behind these films.
They said, let's take the black person, the Asian person, and put them on a side mission that has nothing to do in the last Jedi. Put them on a side mission. But we can say we have them in the movie. So click the checkbox. Go that way. But we got to make the black person a janitor because we can't have him being high ranked in the Empire. That's some bullshit. Go be the sanitation worker.
These aren't the words by CMP.
and they think that's diversity or whatever. Like,
you made it to 100, Steve.
Like,
Not just that. The worst part is like, and this is across the genre: statues, movies, TV shows, comic books. When the real fans like complain about it, like, I don't like Captain Marvel. They're like, oh, you're being sexist or you're being this. And it's like,
you're
no,
fucking
I just,
incel.
It's like, I just hate the character because and you can't say it's because it's just because she's a woman, because when she was originally written as Miss Marvel in the comics, everybody loved her, man. She was amazing. Then you get this Brie Larson representation. Yeah, she's overpowered. She's got a nasty attitude. But it's girl power.
I don't know. I like Brie Larson, man.
Well,
You know,
I
she
like
had that.
You know where you don't get. You know where you don't get hidden agendas. You know what content you don't get hidden agendas nowadays? Shark Week, guys. Let's go.
Shark Week, baby. See y'all next week.
Shark's a shark, baby. No kidding.
Brie Larson, they don't want.
Rise up. Shark Week forever.
But like, Brie Larson, if they don't want you, bring that white ass.
Oh my god.
You guys are too much.
And this is nothing against janitors. I'm just saying that's what he was.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. He says, look at all these sexist incels making PowerPoints. What's the next
What's next? Actually reading your homies. That's great.
I think
I got called the incel for not liking She-Hulk, and then after he heard why I didn't like it, he was like, "Oh yeah, you probably read the comics or something."
Did you laugh like that? I would have laughed just like that.
I think
funny.
But it is bleeding into the statues, and that's what's hurting the statues. I think too. Statues and collectibles, it
Of
is
course.
bleeding into it, and
'Cause-
it is hurting sales. It is hurting sales.
Yeah, because they have to approve it. The companies are approving the licensors are approving the statues, right, and the designs and so forth.
So
No,
it is
that's-
hurting.
It's definitely hurting.
And that
And
lack of
that's our
enthusiasm
expectations
bleeds
are
over.
high because we remember that time. Once we're all gone, then maybe they'll succeed. But
You know
I
what?
think
Because
DC
it
has
came-
such
Like
huge potential.
you guys need to
Good.
understand too, like a lot of the stuff like we're talking about, like this shit came out like decades ago. Where's the new stuff for like my generation that we're gonna cling on to?
F
Feel
your
like they keep
generation, man.
like
I
they,
think it's
get
the
on
original
that.
think about
MCU.
it. They keep recycling
Generation
old
weird,
stuff,
man.
right? It gets to the point where like you can't even enjoy like it's more like you just keep getting the same stuff over and over. Like someone said they're excited for the new TMNT movie, man. God
Yeah.
damn. Yo, I was a kid. I watched like there was like a 3D
Gonna put you out there late
TMNT
night.
movie. Like, come on. They need to come up with new shit. They just keep recycling the same ideas over and over.
even
Buck
the
wants to
new-
see the new SpongeBob 3D or something.
don't you talk shit about SpongeBob, all
But
right?
Buck,
You take
there
my
is
advice.
no, there was
Keep
there
spit
is
about your
no
mouth.
there's no original, and it never it barely was. Even back then, everything was influenced or inspired by something, right? So like Star Wars, that is something like back then was inspired
But
by
you
stuff
got
like
you
back
do have
then.
a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle large base though. So
Following.
so I can't understand. I couldn't understand that people want to see, and then you had that Michael Bay garbage that people, you
going
know,
on?
Mark B, rise up.
that wasn't all that. So people want to see something that's if it's their character. Let's put like anybody who has a favorite character. You do not want to see your favorite character in a garbage ass movie. So of
Yeah,
course
but
these people wasn't satisfied with that Michael Bay bullshit because he puts his own spin on his crap. Then they want to see. They would like to see seriously because I would like to see if you show me a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle really bloody ninja cut up to the death. That I would want to see that type of movie.
The same with GI Joe, some real like dope military
I wanna see some
superhero
murder,
stuff.
murder,
dude.
murder,
but like,
kill,
but like,
kill, kill.
but like, think about it, man. Like, how many?
That's a good clip right there.
I want to see
That's your
Start seeing with
president.
his straight face going, kill, kill, kill.
I want to see Cobra
Darth
killing
Rasheed for
G.I. Joe,
president.
G.I. Joe killing Cobra. I want to see murder, murder, murder. Damn, some
How
reality.
many remakes and like revisits and like reimaginings you want to see of the same shit over and over? They just like rebooted like Lord of the Rings. It was awful. They keep like going back to old
They
stuff.
they won't
and
take
trying-
chances. They won't
They
take
won't
chances
take
and invest in a
anything
new
new.
property.
And the problem
No,
is like
everything.
we're attached to the stuff that to the initial versions, and if they can't do it perfectly, it's even a higher risk for them, right? Because
Yeah,
like
but they got a
we're
big
not gonna
base.
be happy with
Lord
them
willing.
when they try to
But
remake.
people
the
are
old
gonna
stuff.
hate this. They're gonna hate this one, and the reason they're gonna hate this one, so April O'Neil is black in this iteration.
What
And
the
it's a lot of-
fuck?
Yeah. and it's a lot of
I didn't
people
know
that are
that.
like,
I didn't know that.
yeah, and it's a lot of people that are like,
Are the turtles
why
still
not?
green? At
Yeah.
least.
Good
Yeah,
question.
but they're like, and then they're like preteeny. You know what I mean? Like, and the problem is people want those bloody turtles.
Exile.
And then they feel like, why not just make a new character instead of taking the character that's already established and making them like changing the sex, changing the race, changing the age.
It's hidden
Just
agendas.
get a new character. That's creativity. That's good writing. Introduce a new character.
The same thing. It's the same thing with Little Mermaid.
I'm
So
sorry.
but we're saying introduce new character. They can't. The reason why they can't.
Except
they
Nick
won't-
Fury. Except Nick Fury. I'm sorry. Nick Fury is all good.
See, the thing is, they want to insert all this stuff, and like the problem is, the reason why they even have to insert it into stuff that already exists is because the studios keep pushing out the same shit. Make something new. If they were actually making something new instead of like the newest iteration of the like of
Lack of
Spider-Man
imagination.
or like something else, they'd be able to like add all their like crazy stupid ideas and put it in a new thing instead of trying to retrofit it onto something that already exists. Oh,
Steve kicked in the Tesla effect. He put in the autopilot on the stream tonight It's like fuck
Yeah.
that.
let this thing go
That's
on,
it.
man.
Just let it go. That's it. Hey.
I gotta give it to Buck though. He kind of right because I remember when they came out
What?
with the League Extraordinary Gentlemen, and I actually
This
I love
panel
that
right
movie.
here.
I actually loved
That's right.
that movie. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
I
One
felt like that was something new that they put out and stuff like that. So sometimes I can understand. I thought they were supposed to put out that comic book, The Authority. I thought that was supposed to come. You know, I thought that
That's
was supposed
coming.
to come.
That's coming. That's hitting the cinematic universe. The Authority.
Yeah,
Not
but
April O'Neil.
yeah, they keep saying they're gonna come out with it, but
James Gunn says it's gonna. Yeah.
I put a
James.
poll up on YouTube. I called it versus. I just called it generic, right? Then I put anime versus comic books, and it's a close ass like.
Hold on, let me go vote. So it's not.
I haven't
close.
voted yet.
Wow.
Oh wait, let me go vote. Shoot.
It's a close ass poll. Right now, anime is at
already
44%. Comic books is at 56%.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let
we
me
got-
go.
we got
Let me
too
log
many
into my other
pieces of
account.
that.
Anybody can use their.
How do you think Pudgy won the fucking?
Wow!
Oh, it's the slowest knife that cuts the deepest.
It was 4 everyday collector votes, baby.
I guess shark shark boys. What do you think, Mark?
Shark boys.
I hear a lot of old man get off my lawn talk over here.
I'm getting out of here. Get
Elaborate,
out of here.
Mr. Buck.
Someone take care of him.
Elaborate, Mr. Buck.
Nobody can
and
see
I'm-
Bay Formers on his watch.
And I'm here for it. I feel your pain. But
Mhm.
I was going to ask you guys a question. Who is like these companies' core consumer now? Is it us 9 that are on this panel that are in like 50 different Facebook groups, or is it the random, the casual that just shows up and discovers Sideshow's website, doesn't know anything about the secondary market, and just buys a piece? Maybe for every guy like us, there's like 10 of those guys in the world that'll just buy 1 or 2 pieces. So I don't think we're the core consumer. Like just looking at Sideshow Con, I mentioned it before, like you look in the chat, and not to be like who are these guys? You'd see like
Right.
50, 100 names you've never seen in our chat on the streams, and you're like, and they're getting hype over figures and the con. So I just, like you guys are saying, our material isn't the focus. I don't think we're the focus group anymore.
No.
Just my opinion.
Do you think we're the small old people group or old man group or old whatever you want to
We're
call
a
it group?
niche. We're a niche.
Yeah, we're niche for sure.
Okay, when you go to Comic
You
Con,
know what?
what do you see?
But you know what? The reason why I kind of have a little, I disagree and I don't disagree with you because we're the ones that's spending a lot of the money on this stuff. Like it's like I said, these guys are not buying. We're the one that we're buying stuff that is nostalgic to us. You know what I'm saying? So if these kids are not into Empire Strikes Back, they're not buying this shit. They're not putting block of carbon in their house. You know what I'm saying? We are. You understand what I'm saying? They're not like, I'm not wasting my money on that. I want a stupid Dragon Ball Z statue or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Shot the fuck. But no, but seriously, I feel that that's kind of right. I agree with you, Mark, and I don't agree because I feel like we're the ones that's spending money. The CGCs, we're the one that's buying it because we know about those comic books. Just like I was saying, some of these guys go and they watch the movie, and then they may go back to the comic book, but how deep are they going to spend money on a CGC of the first appearance of a Thanos or a Wolverine? Are they going to pay $5,000? Are they going to pay $10,000 for an Avenger book? Or were they going to say, I'd rather just get the trade paperback? Collectors like us are going to work, do overtime, and pay for those type of books. So I feel like we are the people that are spending that type of money because the more they make statues, we're the ones that's saying, yo, you saw that Poison Ivy? Did you see that? Did you see that Luke Skywalker? You know, those are nostalgic pieces that we're getting better sculptures of. So I feel like it is us that's spending the money.
I don't think it's a both. I think the problem is like what makes something super successful and blockbuster or a sellout crazy piece is when it caters to both because it's just dope. Like the movies are failing because what when the movies were doing good, it was because it brought new audiences in, but didn't disrespect the old audiences. So it got everybody. So everybody was on a high. It made it like, yo, this character is dope because new people got introduced to it and old people were able to be like, yeah, yo, you should check out this comic. You know what I mean? And it sort of like bridged that generation together. And I think what's happening when that's just with movies, but then for the statues, I don't know, because I think Mark is right when it comes to like that sideshow stuff. It's just such a big audience out there, but a lot of them might not be in it. They just probably want something dope. But for the most part, I feel like if you're trying to make something super successful, it's when it doesn't disrespect or pit. Like what's happening with the movies, they literally call out old people, old collectors, like in some of the dialogue, like in She-Hulk movie and some of the other stuff, it constantly tries to piss on it. You see some of the actors, they even bring them out and just sort of like, with the Indiana Jones movie, they had Harrison Ford like talking about, he said something about like just if you don't like it and all of it, they just don't understand that if they treated the movies with respect and brought new people in, we wouldn't be even having this problem. We'd be celebrating which Indiana Jones statue to get. The movie would have made a bunch of money, but the movies aren't making money. Like they're not making money anymore. So it's sort of like they are like losing money when your budget is $200 million and you can't even get that. Like they're losing. So it's not like we're sitting here and being like, hey, are we the target audience or not? Maybe it's for them. Well, when they were catering to us and also bringing new people in, they were winning. And now that they sort of shitting on, sort of like shitting on or disrespected in certain ways, not everybody, but certain of them, it's not. The last three freaking movies, The Flash, Indiana Jones, all of these people that were targeted, flop. No matter how much we might like it or dislike it, it
So
ain't
we've
hitting
seen the
everybody.
repercussions of that already.
Really quick, D-Rock, man, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
What's good,
What up?
D-Rock?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
Good, man. Sparked off some conversation talking about Enemy Boys and trying to defend the cause right now.
No, but if you look at all the people that had money, like during the pandemic, and money was just easy, they're all out the hobby now.
Yup.
So all that us not being the catered audience, they tried that. Look, it failed. It failed big time. Like now they're not making as many hot toys. Everything, like they're limited on making statues. The ESs have gone down. Hell, they have to remake characters. That's why I also think they made a lot of Ivies, is because they had so many fails because they thought that that bubble was gonna last forever. And now that all those people that were somewhat in the hobby, they're all out. They're all selling their pieces. They're all gone. We're the only ones left. Now it's gonna readjust.
Yeah.
Holy shit, there was so many people selling pieces this week on the bus.
Yeah,
Bro,
I want
no, go ahead.
I want to
Go ahead.
tie in like what Mark was saying with what Sam was saying. Mark is talking about like how maybe Hot Toys people are more of their audience. It's hard to tell because they don't really put a ES on the Hot Toy pieces. But with statues, you have a better understanding of like statues per popularity because of the ES, right? And so you can tell when you see the ES, like how many people were interested during the initial pre-order phase based on what they set that ES to, and then how quickly that like will sell out later on, right? But the thing about the Hot Toys is they base most of their like stuff on stuff happening in the movies, and now the movies are going down in popularity. What's gonna happen to those? What's gonna happen to the Hot Toys collectors then? Are they gonna want to collect stuff from movies that they don't give a shit about?
Yeah, but
They
you have to
call
understand
those,
what market are you looking at? Are you looking at our market or are you looking at the market overseas? Because with Hot Toys, our market is this small. We're nothing to them. It's all overseas.
Are you sure?
Where the big money is. With Hot Toys. Not with statues. With Hot Toys. They buy them up. They buy them up.
To one more thing that Mark brought up, to why it's hard to gauge with the YouTube names.
Jesus Christ. That was amazing.
We saw like 100 names that we didn't know on YouTube,
The air is
but a
so
lot of
clear.
people, they don't know anything
The
about
water's
our
so
YouTube.
bright.
They don't know anything about our YouTube groups. A lot of these
Yeah.
people aren't even on YouTube. Like my son asked me about something, and I'm like, man, I posted that on Facebook or I put it on YouTube. And he's like, Dad, nobody's going to Facebook. Nobody's going to, just in their generation, they're all on TikTok.
You
I'm
better
like, I
put
put
that
it
shit
on
on
YouTube.
TikTok, son.
Yeah, he's like, throw it on TikTok, throw it on Rumble or something like that. He's like, nobody's going on YouTube. So a lot of people were just there because Sideshow was driving traffic to all of their avenues, to their Facebook group, to their YouTube group. Those people probably jumped off of that live and haven't logged back on the YouTube since then. So a lot of those people could be statue people. We just don't know because there are a lot of us that aren't on YouTube and
That's
they
a
have
great
no
point,
idea
Biggie,
these channels
because
They
exist.
lurk.
no,
They
you
lurk
know
in
they
the
have like
shadows.
anybody who purchased anything from Sideshow, they have a way to hit you up, or because somebody probably followed them because of they got a coupon or a discount code and followed them here and got it. And so when you do that, they got all of us. So when they do an event, they're gonna blast that out and reach an audience that nobody could touch, right? So and everybody in that audience was just a fraction of what people of the audience that purchase something or their consumers that purchase something, right? So like when you have that much access to the community, you're gonna get bigger numbers than sorry casual or constructive outrage. You're gonna get way bigger numbers than anybody who's doing this. So you just
No,
got
I get it.
that
It
much
makes
outreach.
sense. Yeah. Well, but before we go on to the next topic, what do you think, D-Rock?
What's the question? Because
What does the
Uh,
D in your name stand for? Was the question.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Notice it's a capital. It's a big
It's a
D.
capital D. So
Pledge your
D. That's what
loyalty
they
to the
call me,
anime
Big D.
boys.
Big D.
Hey, big D.
No pause.
right.
Not needed.
I don't know, man. The question is what's anime boys versus what?
The
Sound like y'all
question's
talking
whatever
about
you want it
movies
to be,
and-
D-Rock.
It's been all
Yeah,
over
yeah,
the
because
place.
it sounds like y'all talking about movies. And
This is your
marketing.
30
It went-
seconds. What's
it
your
went
platform?
real- All right, here's the deal. From what I could hear,
That's it.
from
What-
what I
what
could
grinds
hear,
your gears?
here's what I take out of it. First off, we're not the target market for most products. The target market for most products, movies, toys, anything else, mostly, is 13 to like 24-year-olds. That's what most movie studios and all these other companies are trying to sell to, because that's where parents are giving people money to go buy stuff. And that's where now when you get into statues, the price goes up, so the market goes down. The market's much smaller, and so you're getting out of that and you're getting into the older crowd. So what you run into is you got a bunch of older people collecting statues and a bunch of younger people wanting to watch the movies, and a bunch of marketing and mathematics people in the studio saying, hey, what can we sell to the younger people? They go to TikTok, like you were talking about earlier, and they go, what's hot on TikTok? Let's put that in a movie. And what they don't understand is by the time that movie comes out, that TikTok trend's over and been over for a year. And it's not even a thing anymore. So that shit ain't hitting. It's not hitting the target market. So the whole movie industry right now is kind of going down. It's going to have to do a reset, probably going back to lower budgets. Maybe we'll actually get some niche movies, some more like
Thinking new properties.
It's going to be like the Renaissance, like the 70s all over again, 70s and early 80s with movies. Where lower
You're not
budgets
getting
are.
anything if the strike don't stop, man. You get writer strike, actor strike.
Yeah, well, and that's what's going to start that's what's going to start the restart. That's they're pulling the handle on the restart right now. So when this shit comes back around, these $250-300 million budgets are going to be gone. But with that, the problem is going to be, what are the movies going to be about? If they're going to continue to do superhero type stuff, is it just going to be a lot less stuff? If they try to bring in anime, the budgets have to go back up, because most anime is just as big as superhero movies.
No.
If they want to do
If
the
not
action
bigger,
anywhere near,
dude.
if not bigger, yeah. But also, I will say this: superhero comics in general do not have. I know I'm gonna get flamed for this, but it's true. They do not have as deep a storylines for the most part as some anime properties. A lot of anime properties I watch are very existential. They're very thought-provoking.
You gotta get Slifer too. He was fucking.
They're, and I'm not talking about your general shonen fight anime. They're kind of a similar, rinse and repeat.
Kick this
methodology.
man out of here, man.
But
Jesus.
but Buck knows. He watches enough anime. He'll know. Anime covers every genre of film, and as a matter of fact, it probably creates some of its own because it's so wide. Because there's so much of it. There's so much
I
content.
don't know why I can't
available.
control this energy. I'm such a
So
loner.
you're probably gonna see. Yeah, you're probably gonna see. I mean, when you start getting into something like Psychopaths, stuff like that, starts making you think of the future and robotics and AI and all that.
Sounds like this panel.
You're probably going to start seeing more statues based on stuff like that because I'm telling you, when the superhero
So
thing's
Prime One's
gone,
doing.
the next thing they're dipping into on the big studio front is going to be anime. That's the only other place they can go unless they backtrack and
it's
start
gonna
over
be
with
written
westerns.
all by
It's
AI.
either going to be
It's gonna be
it's
beautiful.
going to be anime or westerns. You're either going forward or you're going backwards and going back up the ladder again.
So anime is the only path forward.
Anime.
Or you're going to go back and
No, it's
do.
weird.
I mean,
Back to
you're going to go back and do a bunch more remakes. You're going to remake Metropolis. You're going to remake The Wizard of Oz. You know what I mean? You're going to either start over or you're going to keep moving. And
Yeah,
that's
but where
how
does
I
the
say-
story lead for Marvel? There's so many untouched characters.
I know. Look,
Marvel,
Well, the problem is,
DC.
here's the problem with Marvel. Nobody cares about the characters that are left. Those are all your
That's not
CD
fair
characters.
because the thing with
don't
Marvel
mean-
is that they make you care about characters you didn't know you cared about, like the
Oh, like-
Guardians.
like
of the
Echo.
Great
James Gunn makes you
Like-
care about characters you didn't care about, but I don't know if
But
Marvel as a
that's-
whole
that's-
does.
Like Echo and Agatha Harkness. I'm really waiting.
No thanks.
Yeah,
no,
I think
nobody's
Disney's
doing
not
that.
very
Gunn
good
ain't
at
doing
that.
none of that.
I think that Marvel
Right.
was good at that when they had big characters like Thor and Captain America and Iron Man and Hulk, which they kind of shortchanged Hulk to be honest. But
Yeah, they did.
I don't think they can do that with Miss Marvel. I don't think they can do that.
What about DC?
Not to a huge degree. DC has so many characters they've never even released because they're too scared to come out with a movie about anybody other than Batman and Superman.
Well,
Why
what else
is
do you
that?
need?
I don't. Tell me, man. I don't know. A lot of the Marvel characters are offshoots of DC characters that were created way before, and they've gotten to market with those character recreations faster than DC did. So I don't really know, man. I think DC is just DC. The problem is they're owned by Warner Brothers. They've been owned by Warner Brothers for a long time, since like the 70s. And the problem with Warner Brothers is they don't care about comic books. None of the people that work at
that's
that
the
studio know
problem.
anything about it. None of them read them. None of them care. They just
DC
want to
and
put out a
Justice
product and make money.
League has the potential to do everything that Avengers did, right? But like
Justice League would have been bigger than the Avengers if they'd have built it up for 10 years.
would have,
they
right?
would
But
have built-
that's the problem. Is like
won't do that. It's a
their
rush.
biggest heroes weren't even getting a fraction of
'Cause they're all
in the
short-sighted.
movies. I don't know,
The
man.
problem, yeah, they rush it because they wanted to play catch up, and that's the problem with the movies right now that are crumbling at the box office and not making money and causing this whole reset.
Mhm.
They were following the Marvel method before Disney bought Marvel. The Marvel method was we're gonna make a movie, and then it hits, and then hey, we got this plan in place, and we're gonna try to roll out this plan. And if every movie does well, we'll keep continuing on this plan. We'll keep building it bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, then those movies started making $1 billion, $1.5 billion, 1.3, getting close to 2 billion. Then you come out with Avengers Infinity War. Well, by that time, DC had started their phase. They were like, hey, we got to catch up. We got to start pumping 200 million a movie into every movie we make, put every character in it we can get in it. Who cares about the story? These people are just going to eat it up. And they found out real quick they couldn't even hit $1 billion. I think they only had one movie that beat $1 billion.
Aquaman.
That was
And it was Aquaman.
Which was Aquaman, which is the character everybody always makes fun of.
And it wasn't because of Aquaman, it was because of Jason Momoa. My wife was like, I'll
Yeah.
see a Jason Momoa.
And I think James Wan deserves a little credit for that too. His name's known pretty well for doing some pretty good horror movies like the Conjuring
Jason
and stuff
Momoa
like
with
that.
it.
But I think that's the way it's going. I think it is going the anime route. For a long time, I've said after Heroes will be anime. That's what they're going to shoot for. You'll see Akira at some point. Somebody will do Akira.
Jordan Peele was supposed to be tied to Akira for a while.
Yeah, and what happens a lot of times in Hollywood is stuff starts, it stops, it starts, it stops. 10 years later, you finally get something that may or may not
See,
be
Paulie?
the thing you thought you were going to get. But we'll see. Hopefully that covered everything. I don't know.
Yeah, literally. A little bit background, but you guys, I wanted to show you some pictures and videos I took at San Diego Comic Con. Like I spread it out through 3 videos. Like Pudgy, big thank you to you because I got off social media and just like literally just enjoyed the con. And I
There
was
you
like,
go.
I'll record it, but I'm not gonna freaking upload it that second. Like, I'll record it. I'll upload it whenever I can, or whenever I get a chance.
Good for
But I'm
you.
not gonna pass
Good for
up, a night to go party with Eddie and the rest of the crew.
That's the way it
And
should
then-
be.
Yeah.
You paid money to be there. You should enjoy your time there. It shouldn't be work.
Exactly.
Don't make it into a live.
A
Care
job.
more about yourself than
No
the
job.
people. I
You're
see what
supposed to
type of
enjoy
person
it.
you are.
Oh, what? Who said that? Oh, kick this guy. So I just get. So this is the ECC booth right here. It's these things in person. Everything in person, to be honest, is badass. Like this thing is amazing.
Did they have price
Like,
points on these at all?
They didn't. Not on this one. Not that I.
No, it's gonna be crazy expensive.
Yo, Steve, any reason why you think they didn't have the unkillable there? I know that they were selling it one time. Any reason why?
I'm not too sure, man. I think it's because the theme they're with right now. They had the Hellboy and they had Jurassic Park on the other side. So
How'd you like the how'd you like the Hellboy?
This thing right here?
Yeah.
This thing look just like the actor, man. And the scar is what caught me. I love the scar that he has on his face and like the tattoo yet or whatever he has on the side of his body. It looked really good. Eddie caught there's like a little I didn't get the picture of it, but there's like a little Easter egg in the back of the base. I thought it was pretty cool. It looks good, man. This looks really, really good. And I hate the argument where they say like silicone's better. I don't know if this is polystone, but this looked amazing. Look
You
at
only
this.
say that
Cigar's a
because
nice
you haven't like had dinner with Daniel yet.
Yeah, you'd have came out of there.
But this is weird, man.
Yeah.
So I showed this to Eddie. Like this thing was sweating for some reason. Like I didn't understand
Really,
it.
huh?
Yeah, you see, like, could you guys see that? Like, it's a little bit of
It's
a
glistening
shine.
a bit. But was that sweating or just the glare from the lighting?
It was sweating. It looked like it was wet or something. So I
Probably
didn't
like a
understand that.
satin finish, maybe.
No, in
Like
different
beat it
parts
up,
of it.
like sweat, like beaded up liquid.
Yep. To me, that's what it looked like to me. I wanted to touch it, but like
I've heard that happen with the Queen Studio stuff. But,
Oh, there you go. Some animals.
oh god.
This is like shit. Looks like shit.
Oh, Rasheed, man, this thing is huge.
John no longer has a filter. I love it.
Oh, this right here. I thought about getting this piece.
Oh man.
Looks like a
You wouldn't know nothing about this, John.
This thing pulsates, by the way. This
Makes me want to M&M.
I think you should get it, Rashid. If you really like it, you got
It's
to
different.
the trigger
Come
on
on,
this
man.
Ouch.
It is nostalgic.
Well, that's to him. That's the other thing.
buy
Rashid,
me.
ouch.
Hey,
He's like, fuck the hater.
All right. While I was at the con, I liked this piece while I was at the con.
This
But
piece
how
is
was
fucking beautiful?
How was it like outside? Like when you guys saw this online and everything?
Complaining,
Oh,
whining.
gosh, here
more
we go.
complaining.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
We have a
overall
difference
pretty
of
fucking-
opinion, and
Steve,
we are
you
labeled
know what it is, Steve?
complainers.
The layer of the glass
Uh.
made you hard for you to see a lot of things also. And I'm not even a Carnage fan. So the glare from the glass made it seem like it's a big mess. See what you're showing, so now the characters I still feel get lost a little bit.
Look like
Right
somebody's
there with
organs.
Yeah, it just looks like it looks a little lost and stuff.
I
And
stand my ground. I don't like it.
yeah.
So 360 degree of this thing, it looked pretty badass in person. It's like you get a bust right in the front. On the right side, you get a
Okay, but
diorama.
so you saw it in person, because we're seeing photos left, right, and center from people who can take photos, people who can't take photos, poor lighting. It's
Yeah, yeah.
right. So
It's normal.
you saw it in person. Nobody here saw it in person besides you. What did you think? Was it too busy? Did you think it was a? Because for me, like we asked for innovation, and this is just
and they give it to you.
completely
Yeah.
out of the box.
Last
This
year
is
was
something
innovation.
This is something a custom would have been.
For sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
So
was
for
thinking.
you,
That
how
kind-
did
that
it?
kind
How
of
did
leap.
you take it in when you were there? Was everything had enough distance from each other that you can appreciate it?
Did it get lost? Did
Yeah.
things get lost, or were you able to take it all in?
So you're
So
saying
it-
it looked better in person?
So I gotta say this really quick. In person, when you get in front of it, I love the bust, like the Carnage bust right in front. When I see that, I was like, "Dang, this is a cool bust."
Yeah.
But then when you go around, like you got to keep saying, it keeps getting busy and busy, and the diorama is like so small that the only way to see this, like this whole thing going on, is if you put it at that angle. You know, you got to put it on Lazy Susan to appreciate this whole thing. But like it's crazy busy the moment you go around it. But when you
So
look at it up front as a bust, it's a badass
Like
piece.
this was crazy, this shot, as to how all the perspectives can be seen in that one shot. The bust, then you have the carnage coming off the bust, and then you have the smaller scales. The amount of scales and intricacy that was put into this, goddamn.
Yeah, it's definitely. What were you saying, D-Rock?
I was just gonna ask in person because in all the pictures this definitely gets muddled.
Mm-hmm.
The carnages that are coming out of the bus version, are they
This-
muddled in person? Like when you're looking straight on at them, they get lost in pictures. Like you can't see them against because the colors are all the same. It's
Mhm.
black and red on both. So especially on the other side with the one where I think that's off of a cover. Maybe they're both
Yeah.
off of a cover for maximum carnage. But the other side where he's dangling down the like spider web, everybody's hanging from it. He gets lost in that bus to me. I just wondered if in person it was a lot clearer. Like
Yeah,
I feel like you needed an outline around him or something because he's just so lost in the bus.
well, like right there, you could see right there. Like in person,
Yeah.
he's a lot more glossier, I would say. So
Okay.
he sticks out. He doesn't get too lost, but I know what you're saying. Like, does he get lost in
Yeah,
the whole statue
because
where
like
you
in the
can't
pictures,
appreciate
he
him?
looks like he's just part of the head, and then his head's sticking out of the top until you go around another angle. Then you
Mhm.
see it's like a front upper torso sticking out.
Yeah, like honestly, like what I remember is like he was a lot like he stood out. Like the one
Okay.
you're talking about, the guy on the right, right? The one on the top
Mhm.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he
talking
stood
about
out.
the carnage sticking out of the head. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely stood out. Oh,
And then how big are those figures? Are they like 1/10?
to me they look like 1/10 in person. They
Okay.
didn't look 1/6. They weren't that
Yeah,
big.
they're definitely
They're
not
pretty
1/6.
So you're getting one
They
to
don't even
one,
look
1/3, and then 1/10.
small. I thought this was quarter. No,
Is it
the one on
quarter?
the
I don't know.
the small guy right here. I think he's quarter.
He's quarter, but then the one up top would be 1/3.
I would think so. Yeah,
Okay.
he's a
All
little
right,
bit bigger now. Like
casual. How would you display if you bought this piece? How would you display it?
on a
Like
lazy
how?
Susan.
But where? How? Like how would? How? Like where in your
Like a
room? Like
shelf or
right now? How?
centerpiece?
How would you be able to display this piece?
Right, it can't be on a top shelf or bottom shelf. I have to have him right in the middle.
Eye level.
In the
But
middle of the
like,
room?
God. But did you guys hear about this? Like, so I got to talk to Ant directly. He was behind this one. They're releasing a Venom. They're releasing a Spider-Man, and they're releasing a Hulk version of this whole thing.
And they're doing it in bronze too. This one.
I think.
And you still say this same concept? You mean like where
Yep.
they got like multiple mishmash? I don't. I wish it
Yeah.
was unique to
This is
Carnage.
Not a
Just
thing.
don't make it a thing. Yeah.
I
I
feel
like
like
I like this statue though. I'm not like the rest. I like this statue.
I agree.
So I like it, and I think it's a nice work of art, but I couldn't have it personally, even if I was a fan of all the characters. I don't know if it's something the way my brain is wired, but it's just a lot happening. It's like I can't really tell what to focus on. I see like it's painting a portrait. Again, it's visually stunning, but it can be a little overstimulating. And I don't know like if I could look at it every day in my collection. Just and it have to be on a rotating table. So you can get, so you can like fully enjoy every
Y'all
angle
hear
of it.
this, right? It was like, hey, can't be on the top shelf. It can't be on the bottom. You need a lazy suit, and
looked
the
like a
lighting needs
bunch
to
of-
be right. I'm
looked
like,
like a
at
bunch
that
of melted
point, it's not
Twizzlers.
a great statue. If you have
Twizzlers.
to do all of that shit
Yeah,
just
it's not
to
for me.
view a statue, it's just something wrong with the statue, not y'all display.
I mean,
Got a
look
chair
what
on the
But look
ceiling,
at,
so I
but
look
you
at it
can
from
say
the
that
top,
with anything.
know?
You can say that with
Yeah.
you can say that with a third scale statue. You can't put it on the top shelf. You can't necessarily put it on the bottom shelf either. The thirds work well.
But yeah, that might be one or two, but there's like a combination of that's like it's hitting all of those marks with one statue is what I'm saying.
But you see where they're putting it at? They're putting it like on a pedestal. So like you're gonna need a pedestal for this thing. You can't put it like on a regular shelf.
I don't think it's super crazy horrible or anything, but I do think that there's some flaws with it for
Oh,
me
yeah.
personally, right? So it's like I don't think it's amazing. I think it's very ambitious, and I'm glad they're trying new things. I'm not hating on anybody for doing that. But it does have some display challenges, and I do think a lot of the characters on the bottom gets sort of like doesn't have the
Lost.
contrast. If you look at the Venom, it blends in with the base. It's very hard to see.
Oh
And
no, in
just
person,
just stuff
he
like
was-
that.
the little guys actually don't get lost. Like the
Mhm.
colors they have, like they stand out. To be honest, like when you're standing on this side, yeah.
I mean-
But you would think, right? Just watching on video and looking at pictures, like they
Yeah.
get lost in the whole thing. But in person, they
We got to see.
But
And
all
should
the
do a
head, right?
Rashid said him melted Twizzlers.
and should do a live unboxing. He should do like a live coverage of it. I think that's
Yeah, this,
what he needs to
this
do.
looked like a bunch of Twizzlers mixed together.
But this is straight from the comic cover too, right? I don't.
It is not from the like
Left
the,
it in the
like,
car.
that's what I was
Well, it's
talking about.
similar. The concept
comic-
is there.
It's multiple covers mashed together.
Together, and and that's the thing, right? It's sort of like you're not always gonna get Reese's when you mix different things, right? So like you got a head, a bust, and he's coming out of the bust, so it's giving you multiple carnages there, and then you got a bunch of little dudes around it. Then you got the marionette thing happening. Just a little too busy, but if people like it, like by all means, grab it. Just for
You
me,
sound
it's
like
just
a
not-
real hater right now, Cripple.
Please label me anything you want for having an opinion.
60K for this thing.
Day one.
I love the bass on this thing.
Oh yeah,
He's
this is
at
with a
day one.
freaking guy. So look, I'm recording it, and there's a guy that bumps into me, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
While you're recording.
He turns out to be the sculptor. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Body check. He gives you a body
He
check.
bumped into you. Hey, you buying one? Hey, what up?
I was like, "Get the
So
fuck
do
off
you guys
me."
think? Do you think they're gonna do some pieces of this one without the real
I hope
jewels
so.
that are like affordable outside of the 5 billionaires that are gonna be able to afford this one for 60K?
I hope
That's
so.
the biggest thing,
Yeah,
though.
it's still
So-
gonna be 5K though, even if they take the jewels out. This is a huge statue. And
But
But
it
it's
is
about the size
attainable.
of LBS's, right? Or is it bigger or
Okay,
smaller?
not
than
This is
LBS?
quarter.
Well, I'm just saying
So
it's,
this
it's,
is
it's
It
closer
looked
than
bigger than
60.
quarter.
Like 60, you can't even dream about. Like,
Yeah, no,
how do-
for sure.
how do you
But
tell
it's still-
whoever you're with, like, yeah, babe, I'm just gonna drop 60K on this Thanos? You're
Yeah.
gonna die. You're gonna die.
Oh, it is
that
quarter.
night.
Yeah.
So if that's a quarter,
That
right,
night,
and-
you will be killed as soon as you go to sleep. Like 60K, yeah.
I think there's going to be a
Was it-
regular version.
Did it
I
tell
hope
you what the specs were as far as like dimensions on this with the base and everything?
No, not on this thing. It was like
It
at
looks like- it
least
looks like it's,
32
like,
inches.
over 40
tall.
inches. Okay.
Yeah,
I-
it's real
looks like
similar to LBS's, right? Am I crazy?
Yep.
I like this better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I to be honest, when I saw this, I'm like, damn, this is one that I would get.
No,
When
to
I
me,
found
the-
out about the
Like
gem
Earth
crap,
Yeah.
gem
personally, I said, a company, Iron Studios, we know Iron Studios. I just feel like, was it a move to get eyes to the booth? Sure. I think Iron Studios is at a point in their company where they've established quality product and they don't necessarily need to be producing something like this to get eyes to their booth. I think that money that was invested, although it's different, could have been into other R&D projects. Something like what Ant did, where it's out of the box, different, and attainable for collectors. That's R&D, in my opinion, well spent. Something like this, where it's only five people that are going to be able to get this, and you're going to have the rest of collectors, me being myself, saying, hey, I wish that they did this in an affordable version without the gems. If they do it now without the gems, okay, fine. They had the version with the gems to kind of get people excited and kind of sell the item. But now if they don't do it without the gems, I think this was a fail, a bad business move.
No, John.
I can't wait till
Low
I can't wait. I can't wait till the first one hits the aftermarket and somebody says they swapped the gems. These aren't fucking real gems.
I know,
These are
right?
the fucking mood rings.
I have a quick question for you guys. Quick question. So when I was at the con, everyone was like, "Did you see the Thanos statue?" I was like, "It's a Thanos statue. I saw it from far away. It's a Thanos statue." Oh, it costs 60. I thought it was 50,000, but it might be 60. It costs like 60,000. I was like, I didn't like it, to be honest. Like in person, I didn't like it so much. But everyone, when they heard that number, it gravitated the whole
It's
Dude,
group
group I was with.
casual. That
to
is
the
so
absurdity
right,
of it.
dude.
It's
Like,
crazy.
Everybody wanted
we,
to see it.
We watched this
Yeah, to see
backstage
it,
on
not
one of
buy
the
it.
shows we did, and we just was treating it like a regular statue. We had no idea what the cost was at the time because
viral
it was
market.
literally the first time everyone has seen it. It was like,
Yeah.
cool. We was comparing it to the LBS and all of that stuff. But it was no way anybody thinking this shit was worth even close to $60,000. And then once that amount got revealed, to me, I just rolled. I was like, whatever.
I know. I was like, why?
Yeah, for real.
Dude.
Yeah.
I
This
do
is like
like
when
the
a car-
base better than LBS base. I do like the grimace. I think they nailed the grimace on the portrait a little better. But the arm is big, but I don't know if that's source material
That's
accurate or
pretty
not.
accurate. You always ask chimp arms. That's pretty
Yep.
accurate.
So like for me, it's a nice piece if it was gonna be like your average 1/4 price.
And you could actually display it.
Yeah. These little guys are awesome, but like every single one of them had a bad seam line. Like you see these seam lines on his
That's
arm.
unfortunate.
Yeah, but he said that that's not how. That's just for the. Ant had
prototype.
confirmed that's not part of production.
Final
This is just
production.
because
It's
it's
just a
a prototype. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But all of them had it, man. I was like, no.
Yeah, he said clearly in the video that it's.
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum.
But this reminded me of the video game. I was really, really, really like.
They probably
oh,
haven't
man.
sorted out the box stuff yet, so they're all in pieces.
Oh, this Chun-Li, I think, is silicone. It honestly looks like how it looks right now in this video as it did in person. I don't know if you guys like this character or whatever.
I love
but-
Chun-Li,
Chun-Li.
but I don't understand why you would do an anime. Let me clarify this, Buck. Why you would do a Street Fighter animated character in silicone? Like I think they could have just did her in plain old polystone.
Yeah,
I
it
love
ain't like you
Chun-Li.
got to get the actor's likeness and all of that
Yeah.
good stuff. Right? And
Yeah.
on top of that, the best assets Chung-Li have is those dies.
Those dies.
And you cut them off.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You better give me
Trash.
Chung-Li dies, son.
That's the
That's-
upgrade. 60K.
They come separately.
This looked
I
amazing.
love PCS's turtle line, man.
I really liked it. I think freaking Eddie was like, "I want to get the Raphael or something." I was like, "God damn, Eddie!"
Eddie,
These are-
yeah, that's
these are
what's up.
sick,
The
man. I do
Raphael
like
is my favorite turtles. And so I'll grab that one in a heartbeat.
These are 1/3 scale, by the way.
Yeah, that and that shredder.
This shredder was impressive in person, man. He
And
stood
of
out.
course, their last Ronin was really dope too. What up, FBJ?
So the cool thing about what Ant did here too was like every day he changed out the what's it called?
Portrait.
A portrait. Yeah, switch out. I thought that was a great idea.
Kucherik Brothers, baby.
The Kacherik brothers did all of the turtles or just Shredder?
I know they did Shredder. I'm not sure about the
Design, they
The
worked on
turtles.
all of them.
Mega
I
Man.
believe.
Oh,
And
really?
Shredder, they didn't
RoboCop.
sculpt. It was Tiago Rios that did the Shredder.
I had
All right.
those turtles in my cart. I was gonna check out with the turtles, but I was torn between those and the Prime One movie turtles. And then John sent me the thing that Prime
messed
One
up.
had them 50% off. No, they were
Sorry.
50% off. I got 2 for 1 pricing. I had to go with Prime One.
So
And
these
I promise, it wasn't an affiliate link.
Send it.
Bum,
Send it.
bum,
I'll buy it through your affiliate.
So
Yo.
honestly, these look really good. Like I would compare them to the movie and everything. But man, the space these 1/3 statues take,
And
it's
biggin.
yeah, it's like 24 inches for 2 of them, 28 inches probably.
Yeah, no way.
It's like you need space for these guys. The Mega Man's okay since he's small, but these guys like they take up a lot of space.
They literally got Mega Man just.
Yeah, the Mega Man's pretty awesome.
He blends in good with them though.
So
Yeah.
I honestly thought this one
Day one.
was was like the only thing that
How does the
messes this
hair
up.
look in real life? That's what I need to know.
It looks good. It looks good. The hair does look good.
Yeah.
Like even with the swap outs, even the skin tone looks pretty good too. But like
Day
the
one.
thing that killed this for me, to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
on my part was like the mixed media. It looked really. It didn't look. It looked kind of cheap.
Like
It needs some wear and tear. You think it needs some like weathering?
Yeah, because look, this looks perfect. Like his arm, where it's cut off and everything, it looks weathered, it looks dirty. But then how does it have everything else clean? You know, it doesn't.
So the
that
whole
didn't
coat,
make
you
sense.
think? Because I've never seen the movie, so I think that all you have to do, and would just have to just do weather the coat, and that probably would help it out. If it was the weathered, I think that the coat, the whole thing would look
Or
better.
is it the material though? Because you remember how we was looking at some of the sideshow tailoring that they stepped their game up with. It looks really good. It looks like little suits, but sometimes it can look real dollish, like American dollish, American Girl dollish with the clothes.
I know what you
So I'm
mean,
wondering
yeah.
what type of clothes this looks like in
It might be
person.
just the way it lays on his body that you don't like too.
Because
Like
you see how it
the
has
heft of the
it's like,
material.
yeah, it's no shape. It's just one shape, and it's not like flowing like over him, and like some of it is pushed in, some of it pushed out. It just looks like a
The
Honestly,
only,
Piggy, it
belt.
looks good though. Like the base is amazing. Like in person, it looks way. Yeah.
oh,
Yo,
like
you seen what
so
Cash said about Rasheed? Yo, Mr. President, look what Cash said.
No, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Piggy, are you getting this? Are you the Candyman fan?
I'm
Gemini
getting this day one.
2024.
The only thing I don't like about this statue, I wish they had an option where he could open the coat and like because a
See the
big draws when you
guts.
see all the bees on the guts and the torso.
Well,
But other than that, the statue is amazing, especially the swap out portrait with the bees coming out
Bruh.
the mouth. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's what the base is supposed to be. I don't know if you guys caught that. It's his
yeah,
ribs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he should weather the coat. You know what I'm saying? I think if you
Yeah.
weather the coat, that would take it up a notch.
He's way too
But
clean.
if I'm thinking about the movie, the coat, his even though he's dead, he's singed, all of that. His clothes were always in pretty good condition, other than where they sawed his hand off to put the hook in
Yeah.
there.
He kept it clean.
It's just the full fur looks weird. That's all. That's was what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it looked off a little
But
bit.
this
But it
piece
matches how he was in the movie.
No, but that piece
I'll
looks
go back
good.
to this.
And
Day
overall,
one.
the Candyman piece.
Oh,
Looked
I
good.
want to ask you this, Steve.
Yep.
All this better in person talk. You better bring this to the J&D talk.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Consistency,
I got JD
right?
right here. What are you talking about? I
Consistency,
just said
right,
it looks
Buck?
better in person.
That's what I'm talking about.
We saw this one. I got a little bit more closer. So all these videos are on the channel if you guys want to check them out after. Yeah, like okay. So I want to see what you guys think about this.
Trash.
Only a sucker. Only a sucker.
No, that's like.
I want to know what this looks like in person. Casual.com.
Well, let me know what you guys think really quick before I let you guys know.
It looks good.
I'm getting it regardless.
So I gotta say, it looks really, really good. But when you put it right next to Storm, the base gets lost. Like it looks like they pair her up instead of being like individual statues. If that makes sense.
Right.
Like
Right.
you put them right next to each other. It's just the bases they match too much.
Well,
But I got-
at least when you buy it, you listen. You buying him. If you buying him separate, you don't got to worry about that. That
Exactly.
That was a display. But I think they should change the base. But I guess he's not going to do it, and that's what's up.
But Rasheed, everything is good on this thing. Like the texture on his jacket to like his hair, his face, everything looks good on this thing.
No black don't crack, baby.
Just facts.
Agreed.
Yo, does that Storm J&D it?
Storm
Meaning
looks
it
good in
looks good
person,
in
man.
person?
It looks good, really good in person. And I was talking to Ann about it. I was like, man, all these don't look so great in pictures, but in video they look in person they look way better. I don't know what it is. In person,
Any reason why he didn't have the diorama with him?
It's not done yet. It's not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said there's gonna be one where it has a sentinel hand coming out of the base, so you'll get that. Storm.
Okay.
That would have been
But-
cool, Jeff.
This one actually looks good in person, to be honest. Like I know we were not trashing it, but we were like criticizing this one for not looking so great. In person, like for what it is, it looks good. I don't know if the concept or whatever is for me, but in person, the statue looks really good.
Well, did you ask Ant, could I possibly be the one to unbox the blade? Did you at least do that?
I did.
Did you at least have the balls to do that?
Wrong channel. This is the guy on the right side. He actually sculpted these two, I think, the
Morgan.
Storm and Morgan. Yeah, this one looked.
I like the
this
Morgan.
One this one looks really, really like pretty in person, man. But like, let me know what you guys think of like. You'll see the neck in a second. I think I zoom in on the neck. It's a pretty
I
visible.
don't even know who the character is, but I think this piece is nice.
I wonder
She's
why.
got a nice body too.
You see that?
Where
Oh, I see it.
See?
Yeah.
Morgan.
It's a seam.
It's a really deep seam line.
I don't think you can see it when you're looking at it up front, though.
I didn't notice it until I got to this angle right here to the side.
Yeah, but you know how some of these, you know how collectors could be with their little seams, man. They complain about every little thing, you know. So
Yeah, no, I the only thing I don't like about this piece is like the way they put her eyes. Like her eyes don't look like that. Like I guess they gave it a more human look, like more realistic.
More realistic, yeah.
But everything else about the statue is dope. I think it's hot.
Yeah.
You could even pair her up with Detective 1000 Batman because they both have like dollhouse, smoky bat bases, basically.
Oh, look, there he goes. So Jeff said, and said the seam will not appear in the production piece. Sweet.
So they say.
So I'm going to show you guys
What's going
one more
on,
video. And this is cool. Because these are more pictures of the con itself. I wanted to get more. Look at that. Supposedly 100,000 people showed up. And I was like, God damn.
So many sweaty nerds.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, compared to the New York Comic Con, is it as big still?
Doubled it.
Okay.
It was huge, man. There was a lot more people. A lot more booths. A lot more everything. I'm still going to New York Comic Con, but like this thing killed it.
Ass.
You guys know this guy, Mavinga? This guy showed up. Do you guys know this guy?
Yo, I thought that was actually you. I thought you had painted your face.
It's Danhausen. He's like a wrestler.
Wait, that guy with the face paint, the wrestler?
He's a wrestler.
WWE or
I thought it was the guy with the beard.
Sting's look. I thought I was like
AEW.
cosplaying Sting.
Oh, that's not wrestling.
Oh man, they have all these retro stuff. $350
John,
for this thing.
Started, please.
Look at that thing.
All right.
Getting agitated now.
A bunch of old school stuff.
What? Hit that Pinocchio.
Oh, this is badass. Watch this.
Oh yeah, the Thundercats is awesome.
It's a full set, man. Like back.
That is sick.
Are they gonna be really selling that piece? This piece?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
they
yep.
will.
What's the price? Do they have?
You don't do
price?
toys, Rasheed.
Don't tell me what
$650, right?
It's $650. Yeah, it's $650.
I'm gonna be honest. That's not bad for the size.
That's not bad at all.
I thought it was way
That's for
more
the
than that.
1/10. Is that for the 1/10 Thundercats?
Cat's lair.
Yeah, that's
just the layer.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I got a video of this thing. Look at this. Watch this thing.
No, they're figures, Rasheed. They're Super 7, I think.
Super 7, yep. Super 7.
Yeah, they're not. It's not Iron Studios. But I mean, like you could probably put 1/10 around this, and it would still look good.
Yeah.
Shout
This
out to
thing's
It's Me
massive.
Evan. He sent me this.
Thundercats.
That's someone that's interested in getting this piece. So
This thing is massive, man.
Man, I was trying to find a spot for it. I was
Hold on,
looking
though.
everywhere.
You see where it looks like the muscle of the chest of the layer? Is that board or is you understand what I'm saying? Like
no, it's all plastic.
It's all plastic.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks like, I know what you're saying. Like, it looks like it got painted on or something.
Yeah, right.
Like a pan or something. Yeah.
Hey,
No.
So I was trying to find a spot. So I don't want y'all roasting me if y'all come down here. And
Too
it's in
late,
the
too late.
bathroom. You're gonna be in the bathroom.
We just
Right on the-
realized that
right on the
bathroom is
commode.
premium space, and I got a couple of bathrooms that I can mess with. So
It's
This is
going
the
right
back
on
of
the
it.
commode, man.
Oh, it's like a
This is the
dollhouse.
Wow.
it's like one of those like Batcave play sets
Oh,
you got. Back
that's a
in the
legit
day.
screen, by the way. This thing. It's like an LED.
Yeah.
But this whole piece is
$650 is a good price to be frank.
It is a great
this
price,
crazy
is
man.
price.
incredible, man.
Do you get any of these figures? Probably not, right?
No, I saw them. They sell in packages. I think they're like
Okay.
$30, $40.
Still $650.
Yeah,
That's
Super
not-
7
that's
figures are really affordable.
Oh, look at this thing, man.
cool.
Can you imagine having that diorama as a kid? I would be losing my mind.
It wouldn't last.
It wouldn't last, yeah.
I
This
didn't
is half
catch
scale.
Thundercats.
Thundercats with Voltron and
It's before my time.
This Akuma looks weird. I like the base a lot.
That's my favorite parts of the base, yeah.
Yeah, but someone said it looks like he has clog shoes on. I can't unsee that now. Like how it's the split base.
Block shoes. Oh my God.
I'm not like a super like strong Street Fighter fan, but like
Nah.
I've never seen him like without his gi on.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Right.
He has
this.
it with
No,
his key.
he has it without
Yeah.
the key.
Yep.
Is that in like recent games? Is that like
I think the Alpha series,
in the Alpha series, really?
like
Or is it
Alpha
like
2,
way
Alpha
after?
3.
He, I know he's in one of the games. If he has it without the gi, it's like
Yeah. Oh.
yeah, and just
This
the
is
beat.
massive, man. This looks like a little kid, to be honest. It's like really, really massive.
A little person.
A little kid, I say, a little kid.
His head does his head look too big to you guys?
Just what looks too big?
His
Looks
head.
proportioned to the rest
Yeah,
of
his
him.
proportions look weird.
Like his hands
Like
are
his
huge.
torso is like it's the side of his head compared to the side of his torso is crazy, and like he's.
But look at the hands, like the hands
I mean,
and the feet are huge.
it's Street Fighter. I could
It's
suspend it.
anabolics book.
I
It's
could
all
suspend
anabolics.
it.
I hear you, Slapper, on that.
Yeah, it's just like those characters very exaggerated. So like I don't mind it, but I do wish they would put the gi with it.
Oh, these are cool.
I didn't get too much info on this one because like they wouldn't let anybody around it after. Like, I think someone knocked down something.
The Roadrunner, that's cool.
Look at the Tasmanian devil. He looks pretty cool.
FBJ says Akuma was
Like
based
a
off the
tassel.
comic.
Yeah, never read the comic.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. I think that's Queen Studios right here, isn't it? Someone said it was.
Looks like it.
That one looked the best out of all the ones that are about to come out. I don't know what these are.
Oh, the War Machine. You don't see him too often. Are you sure it's Queen Studios or is this their own company?
No,
Might
that
be
one
the-
was.
Was it
That
their
one
own?
was Queen Studios. This,
Look at that
these
hole.
are.
Holy man.
Maybe for reference, they're using the Queen Studios to see like what you can get from
Okay.
them. Maybe I don't know.
Makes
Let's
sense.
show the competition.
Yeah, right.
No, because like they might like Queen Studios might never make these characters, so they'd be like, well, if you buy from us, you can get all these.
How you compare them?
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how
like
close these people
size-wise
get
and stuff.
to the statues? I'd be
Yeah.
like, get the.
Oh my god.
I was like, CMP in the way, CMP in the way. Get out of my way.
Jeff's saying they rent these.
Make
for
way,
part-
make
they
way.
rent these for parties.
Oh, I think she
Oh,
actually
wow.
crossed the caution line on the ground.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
Can you help me here, Steve?
Help
This
that
Batman, McFarlane had a whole bunch of items. This Batman and another black and white Batman, and he said it went up on their site, and I checked, it never went up. Was there
Yeah,
any?
it went on their site. Yeah. They made us scan the barcode to like get
damn,
it
that-
online.
It's pretty badass.
If you check their site now, it's not there.
Yeah, I
even
could
the
never
force
find it.
perspective,
This,
looks
I want
awesome.
that Batman black and white, the Joker version. That's so cool.
Yeah.
These
this
look
looks-
amazing to me. This and the Superman one.
Is
It's
that
like-
pulled from a cover?
It's like $500. This one.
The previous one. Wonder if
It's
they pulled
500
from-
bucks,
Yeah.
John?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one's I think 250 or 350. I forget.
The one
like
is
this.
I'm not a
500 is
big
probably
fan.
because of the base, right?
It's probably the
Huge.
wingspan.
The wingspan, I think. This looks cool.
Only the
This is cool.
USA site, not the Canadian site.
I was on the USA site.
Hey, rise up.
I don't know if that was serious.
Rise
or not.
up.
I'm just-
There you watch Rise
I
up.
I don't even know why I come here, honestly.
I was just reading the comment. I was serious. I was just trying to be
America,
informative.
America.
Look how many people, man. This is I think was on a Thursday. It was
I
insane.
came for the Gundam.
Skip.
I came
Which
for
for
the Gundam,
Mercury.
stayed for the
I didn't watch it yet.
Me neither.
Oh,
Piggy Rise Up.
yes, sir.
But
I watched
it's on
all
my
the
watch
series.
list. So I watch. Have you watched Iron Blooded Orphans?
It's my favorite gun. One of my favorite Gundams outside.
If I
the
don't see a
original.
Ram Man here,
Uh,
I'm gonna be upset.
A Ram
Universal
Man?
Century.
God
Yeah,
damn.
Ram
Yeah.
Man.
I want all of them.
This is
Sun
cool,
Man.
man. The whole set looks good.
Where's Ram Man?
This is cool to like get your kids into. Like if you really love
Orca.
He-Man, like you give this to them. That's awesome. Like they're just more modern interpretation of the original toys.
They'd be like, "Hey, Daddy, you're so progressive."
Not anymore.
These
They-
look pretty cool.
but then you can't let them play with them, Slifer. You're like, you can look at them. Don't play with them.
I mean, how much are they going for? Are they expensive?
I know they're not like the little $8 hollers that we used to grab from the
I
store.
mean,
I know.
they're not. Nothing's $8 anymore, bro.
Right.
That shit's probably like $20 a pop, at least 25.
Do you guys know this Syndicate collectibles?
Apparently,
sound
it's
like some
owned by
shady
the
underground
previous
stuff.
owner of PCS, who was like who did some bad stuff before he left
Yes, I've
PCS.
heard this.
Double
Jerry
Dragon.
Jerry
They actually
Macaluso.
do. They
That
actually do
Double
TV
Dragon is
shows.
dope.
Like if you ever, they do a lot of TV like throwback '80s TV shows. Like this syndicate has a Golden Girls line. Like
What?
yeah,
Ooh.
they market to people from like that time frame. No, that
A
watch
Golden Girls line.
those people.
Yo.
Man, they got a lot of fans,
Which
man.
one
I
was
want
your
a
girl?
Blanche.
Which one was your girl? You
You want
Blanche?
to Rue McClanahan?
He said Blanche.
You
I'm
got
team
I
Blanche?
forgot about Blanche.
No, I'm team Sophia.
You Sophia.
Oh.
Okay.
Sophia.
All right. Team Sophia represent.
But yeah, they hit
Yo,
up a
but
lot
that
of those
Double
80s
Dragon
shows.
was sick, dude. I used to play that game in an arcade. Y'all remember what an arcade was? Not that Dave and
Shit,
Buster
yeah.
bullshit. I'm talking about real arcades.
Real deal.
So Silva was there. I didn't get to see Big Silva there, but he looked at this thing. He was like really blown away by this thing.
Was
Pumpkin
Little
Patch
Silver there?
Kids.
Little Silva. I didn't see no Little Silva, but this looks pretty cool. What do you think, Rasheed? Does beat the other one?
Sophia was the hoe.
Sophia.
I like the sideshow one. I like the sideshow one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got. You know, I would have to be there, like, cause it's. You know what it is? A lot of the pictures had the glare. You know what I'm saying? So I have to. I
Yeah.
would have to have both of them in front of me. You know. So
This is awesome.
I almost bought these things, man. $150 for all four, I think.
For all four?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That's I don't think that's a bad price, man.
Buck, you said those are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how girls be looking now, man.
Buck was
Oh,
with
man.
authority. That's why.
Alf. Oh my
Buck-
God.
I like Alf.
Buck was
I think
authority.
I like the Alf. I think the Alf was.
Yep.
Pretty, I like the
Yeah,
Alf. But
I bought the Alf. That's what
Yeah.
I got. Yeah.
you bought
Girls
the
like
Alf.
Yeah, did you really?
Yeah, I had to, man.
Yeah, no, he looks cool.
What do you think about these eyes? Are they selling?
Amazing. I thought this was gonna. Honestly, I thought this was gonna break the internet. Like it would look so good. Like you'll see. Like I thought it was like.
Internet's still intact.
I know, right? I was like, shit.
Are they going to be selling these, Steve? Are they going to be selling
Yep.
these?
Yep.
Yeah.
The eye
That-
doesn't
that
change.
one
They
would be
look
the
crazy
first
though.
one.
That eye right there looks crazy.
Imagine
the
if
first
it
one
was
looks good,
like if
though.
it blinked.
Here's some like weird aliens right here.
That looks like me.
Wow.
See me with
Got
my
level
shirt off.
100.
That's me with
Put
my
some
shirt
shorts
off
on that
right
thing.
there.
This was Steve Wang, right?
Yeah, man, great.
That's your people's, right? Elite Creature Collectibles.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I wonder why he didn't have the unkillable.
Unkillable.
I'm surprised. Yeah.
Probably wasn't ready.
Maybe it was too gruesome for like they know kids were gonna be around. They're probably scared that people were gonna have it back.
Oh, yeah,
is that
Montero.
silicone? Was
No,
that
no,
the-
everybody's-
Montero. Oh, my
Montoya,
Everybody's so soft
whatever.
now.
Zip
that
it
was the
back.
one
Neither
one,
one
right?
This thing was badass, Rasheed. Look at this thing. You need this, Rasheed. There's
Who
used to
makes
be.
this?
I'm a Barbie girl.
I have no idea. It was like a Star Wars booth with a lot of props, a ton
Yeah.
of props.
That's hot. Man.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
NYC will make it. NYC will make it.
Oh, this helmet looked badass too.
None of that stuff is for sale, right? It's just props.
It was all. It's like yeah, all I think
Yeah.
show worn stuff. Like people
Oh,
they
yeah.
actually wore it.
What is this?
Buck, you should like it. Look one of them bullshit ass anime characters you like.
Looks like something you'd find on Etsy from like someone sticking needles into like a
Look at the
felt.
chicken
What the
leg
hell?
on that thing.
You guys don't know who that is?
What's that
That's-
eyes?
Yeah, let's look back.
I actually like it.
Like a ghost.
Look at the detail in the
Woo.
face.
Is that Cece?
That's
Yeah.
Cece. Yeah.
I think the face was nice. Look at the eyes. You know, that's pretty good.
Look, yeah, I really like this one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Cocaine cat.
Oh yeah.
Now, this is TMI, man. Too much information.
Carne asada fries.
What the hell's that?
Show you guys how it's done.
Look, you got
Man,
that
West
ball.
Coast people.
There's your before and after right there.
Yeah. Look at that Wally. Look, that thing's
That's
tight.
cool.
That's
End of
nice.
the show right there. There's one more. This is cool. I love this one.
I want to see the Blitzway boot.
Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward through a bunch
The
of this stuff.
Witcher.
Mr. Mendes.
Okay, so this is funny. I'll tell you a quick story really quick. So we're walking up to this guy's art booth because Eddie is like, man, I really like his art prints. And I forget this guy's name. He goes like, Eddie Mendez? Are you Eddie Mendez?
out.
And I was like, oh, Eddie, we're going to get some art prints. Let's go. But he recognized them. Supposedly he's seen him on CW a bunch of times. And yeah, he called him out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And from that minute on, I called Eddie Mendez in front of like 1,000 people. Are you Eddie Mendez?
Oh my god, you're such a dick.
I know. We're having a lunch at Seaport Village.
What are you guys saying grace before we
Basically. Eddie, Danny, Kat, Cuervo, Calvin. Yeah, we were just eating a ton of food, man.
CC, get off your phone.
So it was like Star Wars themed.
Black bun burger.
They call it Darth Vader burger or whatever. It was pretty good. I had like black shits all day, but it was good.
Oh my god!
What are they usually? Green?
Usually purple. But.
So this I got for Mr. Books, Jim Lee,
Hell
baby.
yeah. Yes.
Jim Lee.
Wow.
I was gonna call Mr. Books, say, hey, what color do you want? But Jim Lee snatched it for me. He was like, he's gonna get yellow. I was like, all right.
Yellow's like I can't stand the sight of yellow, but I'll let it slide. I was like, he had to do yellow. Damn it.
It could be worse. It could have been black.
No, but yellow's nice because of the emblem. But
yeah,
that's awesome.
Is that where you wanted it, Mark, or you wanted it underneath?
No, he signed it perfect right there on the side. Yeah.
Hell yes.
So, do you guys notice something? I'll give you guys. Let's see if you guys notice what's broken on this one.
Is that the Pope?
Yeah, that was the
crown. The crown's missing.
Yeah.
That it's missing, but that's not the part that's broken.
For virginity.
My God, have mercy.
She's still
That's a crazy bust.
The bank. Thank you, D-Rock. I appreciate you. Savages.
So what's going on?
Yeah, I can't tell.
What's broken? Are we gonna look at it, or did it happen already?
Yeah, I'll zoom in a little bit.
Okay.
Someone tore that off right there.
Oh.
There's like a flame piece that's supposed to go on top of that thing.
Well, maybe they brought the exclusive. They only meant to bring the regular.
Trying to get into her eyes. Oh man, my bad.
Jesus.
Look at Steve in the background.
Big Fern. Yeah, Big Fern. We were having dinner at 50/50. It's pretty good.
You'd never guess that Fern was at the con because he just kept on posting as usual.
Yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, it's great.
Here's some Weta stuff for you guys, or a little mix of everything.
I like things. This line has a lot of weird looking stuff, but some of them are cool.
Chainsaw Man.
This look cool,
that
man.
Daredevil bust is
Oh,
nice.
Slifer.
Yeah.
They finally
Slifer.
did
Slifer.
Nice. Who makes that Daredevil bust?
I think it's Diamond.
Diamond Select.
Diamond
I didn't.
Select.
Is that old?
Rise up.
Wow, is that guns? Wow. Nice Batman.
I actually like that Batman.
Yes, sir.
Who's that? Is that Mikey?
This is
I
cool.
think so.
I like these Alex Ross prints. Are
I
nice.
bought a lot of books from this bastard, man.
Beautiful.
Love this shot.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so that's a little dog right there holding a lightsaber.
I can't see a thing.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
You'll see it in a second. There it is.
Dogs are allowed in here.
This is why I'm joining.
In California, they're all allowed.
That's why I'm joining the anime boys.
Oh, it's like Kira. This was so good,
Sweet.
man.
Thanks,
Tattoo.
Yeah.
Thought that was Michael Jackson.
I was gonna say he's got the Michael
Thriller.
Jackson look.
He's got the thriller.
Oh, he's
out.
a champion, yeah.
Mr. Satan.
Oh, those are cool. That's a cool cosplay.
I mean, definitely should put a
Dog
shirt on.
Vader. He said Daredevil bust schedule. Yeah, that looked really good. Yeah, man. It was so packed. Like, sorry, like I split up this video in a bunch of weird spots, but it's a bunch of. You don't like this?
Pause. I'm sorry.
This stuff
That
looked pretty good.
I like the
that was
roasted
Triple
rooster
H,
nice.
right?
That was
Yeah.
Triple H, yeah.
Yeah, then the pedigree.
They had this sold out, I think. I think this sold out.
Muhammad Ali.
I wanted all these. These sold out.
There's Brett.
Time to play the game.
Oh, look at the
Hit the
background. You see
remote.
WCW, all that? That was for sale too. I wanted the whole background, man. I was like, oh shit.
That's dope.
That guy stood there the whole con.
Oh, Kevin Smith was there.
Yeah.
It's all about the game. The way you
Spider-Man
play it.
2.
All about controlling it.
Look at Superman on the phone. Oh, here we go. All right. This looked amazing. Like I don't care what anybody
Seeing
says.
photos, people were
Pictures.
backlashing this like
Nah.
crazy. They were saying that the portrait looks nothing like him.
I think that's a
agree.
dumb take.
Whoa.
I think it looks like him.
Like
think it is
this,
anything like
yeah,
him.
it looks like him because even if it doesn't look like him, to say it doesn't look the same as the other photos, like what do you think they did? They made a new statue and brought it like that's different from the pictures they showed.
No, they're saying that I think what they were alluding to was the prototype that was shown. Those photos weren't as well received. The likeness doesn't translate well. You know how everyone likes to get on the Blitzway hate train sometimes, right? With the
I think it looked good.
consistency.
I don't know.
I got video on it in a little bit, but
Ooh,
like
that's nice.
some more anime boys.
Yeah.
Anime boys rise up.
And I got this
those look
lady.
good.
I'm kidding.
Okay, has that 101?
It is now.
Not for
I
me.
like these things. The $12. This was weird, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Like dragons.
Oh yeah. So he swapped out the portrait.
Nice.
Everyone was talking about this thing. Like everyone was saying, like you guys should go. Like he switched out the portrait. He switched out the portrait, and I was like, dang.
That's cool because even when you did, it makes you go back to see the piece again.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, you guys know who this is? Zoltar.
Zoltar.
Oh yeah. So that's Crippler should know this guy.
Final
Ifrit.
Fantasy. Ifrit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Ifrit. I'm sorry.
Ifrit.
That's pretty epic, man.
That's
Gesundheit.
crazy.
Oh, here we go.
This is from Weta. That's why it doesn't look as good. Weta always
Yeah.
messes up the likenesses.
Everything until you get right there, it did not look great. But
Oh,
yeah.
what happened? It looked
I know.
good in photos
This is
before.
this is a different one. This is a different one.
What are you doing?
No, that's the one that looked great a couple of weeks ago when we saw it. 'cause
My bad.
That one landed, John.
Yep. That's right.
I
still
still
like
see
that
I still
piece.
see it. I still see
Yeah,
him
me
in there.
too.
I like
Like,
the
I don't
chain.
think it was
The way the
Man, you
chain's
drunk, man. You
fine.
drunk.
I still see it.
Oh.
Why did you say that name? Why did you say that?
I
That's
don't
all I
see it
think about
here.
when I see Batfleck.
What did you do with my likeness?
That was good.
You guys aren't liking this.
Yeah.
This
Usually you don't like the
Should
Weta
we like
stuff.
this? What do you want us to do? Right?
they were putting it out in the front, and I was like, okay,
I like the concept.
yeah, me
Unless-
too.
Unless it's like the Lord of the Rings stuff, I'm usually not into it from that.
This Lord of the Rings stuff.
Not this.
I'm sorry.
Their master collection usually up
I'm
my
sorry.
alley.
This is the master collection. Okay.
No, this is a master
I
collection.
know.
See, the thing about the way they do skin is they use translucent resin and they never paint it well. Like
Yeah.
that's why it always looks weird.
Everything else looks pretty good, but yeah, the freaking portraits are not the best.
Would you fly? Would you live in New Zealand, Buck?
No.
That's why they haven't offered you a job yet, because I think you would
Go to New Zealand? Hell no.
New Zealand, yes, New Zealand.
New Zealand, the Zealand.
I was showing CC this art print.
cool.
Go meet
Punk, I think if those were J&D pieces, you would have said you liked them.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Those?
he's trying to say that you're a fanboy, yo.
Of course, man, because I would have seen him in person. That's what I'm talking.
All right, let me know what you guys think of this thing. This looks badass, man.
Is this the 1/3?
1/3, 1/3.
I like it, but I would prefer the sculpted hair. But I still
I
wouldn't
think
have
the
bought it.
armor's the body's fantastic. I didn't watch the show. I can't really say, but the face. I don't know what the face.
The armor, the Nilfgaardian armor is cool.
He had some like
I
5
think with the
o'clock
rooted
shadow.
hair, it's so hit and miss. It all depends on how you can get it. And
How did you think the likeness was in person?
Spot on, man. I would say like
Spot on?
95%.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
I
it
gotta
a
see
lot.
it in person because I don't see it.
I just don't like
I think
rooted
we
hair
should
at all,
never
so.
cover silicone statues ever because you just always.
No, this is resin, not silicone.
Yeah, this is all. This is not silicone.
Yeah,
at all.
this is not silicone.
Oh, look at the freaking.
Just
Look at the
quarter
wrinkles
scale
in the
one.
boots and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I want to
that's
see. I want to
crazy.
see Voltron. Yes.
Man, I would love a Voltron.
You guys say it and
Rise
CMP brings it. Ah!
I think this looks sick. I like this.
They didn't bring the painted version though.
So Blitzway's doing a Voltron?
They're doing the whole team full.
I
asked them if you,
dude, their Bruce Lee was only $400-500.
It was,
So if
yeah.
they keep this down like that too, that'll be.
Blitzway's doing a Candyman? Okay.
No, this back to the
I like
pieces.
how you were waving in the jacket. I like how you were waving.
Yeah, I hate seeing the reflections, so I was like,
that.
take
That was
advantage
cool.
of it.
Yeah, when
This
you guys
this
think I
portrait
see
was
this
done well with the bees.
Oh yeah,
This is crazy.
I can't wait.
Oh, this was weird.
Look at that. That's pretty
Wow.
Did you guys like the
Snow Bear?
second Candyman movie? I haven't seen it
Owlbear?
yet.
What's it called?
I haven't
It
seen
was
it.
okay. It was just okay.
great costume for some.
And part 3 was terrible.
Great.
Oh, it was a part 3?
It was
Bowen's
part
made it,
3.
Pudgy. Bowen's made it.
Look, even Bowen's made it. Wow.
Oh my god.
There's that
Is that
man
for
bat
you?
everyone was blowing up
Sold
about. This
out.
thing is,
Oh, that's
yeah.
nice.
Thing
This
is
is from
huge.
Mondo?
Oh, look at that wingspan.
Mondo, yeah.
That's crazy.
It was impossible to get into Mondo, man. Mondo was
Bro, Mondo
packed.
always sells out, man.
Yeah. I think they came out with some shoes, but I didn't even try. Like I tried, but this line is stupid.
I
I
saw
like
it
that
on Lego Red.
Skeletor and that
Sick.
Skeletor and that Panther down there. That was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, there's a seam line. There's some more pictures.
He didn't say there's Morgan. He said there's a seam line. There's seam line.
Gotta
I'm like,
keep it
who's seam
real,
line
man.
again? I was like, oh, Dirty Pop.
The Goofy movie. Yeah. I don't know who this guy was, but like
That's
one
Ted
of my
motherfucking Lasso. Put some
I haven't
respect
seen
on
it
that.
yet. He gave me this.
That's a good show.
Green Army Man.
Oh, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. That's a good reference.
Imagine carrying
Shark
this
Week,
around.
baby.
There's a shark.
Shark
Boys.
Week.
Mark.
Yes.
That's Cocaine Shark.
Oh, you guys know who this is?
Fifth Element girl.
Fifth Element. Yep.
Fifth Element,
yeah.
yes.
Both of them. Both of them. They're both from the.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Singer. Oh, no, the presenter.
Lexus.
Oh yeah. So really quick.
No, we
So-
skipped it. You're good. No.
Don't skip that.
No.
So I took this picture, right? So then I went inside the panel to go see what was going on, and I literally couldn't stop laughing. I was look at this guy, look at this fool.
Oh, no.
This is all we needed. This is all we needed.
At Comic Con.
What is this?
This is all we needed.
That's anime section right there.
Damn.
Hold on a second. Go back.
How dare you?
That guy's.
You guys
Pause
didn't
it.
rise
Pause
up.
it a second. Pause
Oh,
it.
this
That
is-
guy's been sitting there for 10 minutes. Look how much he's aged.
Were these
He's
guys
probably
meant
listening
give
to Buck talk right now.
Oh.
They didn't rise up.
Anime boys.
They
It's
didn't rise
me,
up.
Evan said Photoshop.
It's me, Evan. This is
Yo.
what they do.
was that? Was that like a presentation or
Oh.
something?
It was like it was a presentation for a new anime that was showing. This was badass.
This is
man.
nice, yeah.
Did you guys see this thing?
Masters Collection, yeah.
Look at that.
This is
That
really cool. Yeah.
Gandalf doesn't look the greatest, but the freaking eagle, man, I was like,
Look at the
One of the
likeness
guy-
on that eagle.
And Frodo and Samwise, they look really good.
Yeah, they're laying there.
They should have just took that eagle with Frodo and just dropped the ring from the sky into Mount Mordor. It would have been done.
Right?
this looked good. No, John, that
Yeah,
Batman was
yeah.
amazing.
Rise up.
Oh, there was a girl behind this thing. I was like, "Oh, thank you, sir."
Rasheed
And
was
then,
there?
like, wow.
Hey, flow through. No, that's Rasheed. We don't say
Rasheed.
master in 2023, but yeah, I know what it is.
Oh, here we go. This thing pulsates. The lava.
Look at the
It's-
lava is nice. Wow.
Yeah, in person
Very,
looks
very
it pulsates. It's really cool.
Oh man, I thought that looked really flat.
Wow, that's
but I'll
well
take it.
engineered, man. Holy mac.
I don't know.
Steve, that looks like you laying on them rocks.
That's good, right? That's good. I saved the world, boy.
You calling him a hobbit?
Got those big feet, man.
Oh, dun, 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 dun.
Look at that thing. That thing's like 3 feet wide or 4 feet wide, probably.
Yes, it is nice.
Dang. Put some Timbs on that eagle.
Put some
Look at that.
tips on that eagle.
The feather work is wow.
The guy was telling me the way they sculpted it, they did it individually. I was like,
Yeah.
hell no, they didn't. They were like, yep, we did it
He
individually.
said, "Why don't you believe me, bro? You think I'm a liar?"
They didn't mean like by hand.
I have no idea, but I
They
was.
did one at a time.
Extra doubt.
Damn it, Buck.
Crazy.
Oh, Hollywood Collectible. This is what Rasheed, you know this group, right?
Somewhat. They Hollywood Collectibles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make half-ass shit. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, really?
What's up with the resurgence?
I got my Slimer from them.
Slimer.
The resurgence of RoboCop. What's going on with
Some
that?
of their stuff is good, and some of their stuff is, some. I don't know. It's okay.
Stargate. Wow.
Yeah, I haven't like seen this movie in forever.
Jeez.
What was the best
like
thing
that.
you seen there, Steve?
What was
That's
what?
hot.
What was the best piece you seen there?
Oh, I don't know, man.
In person, Steve.
I think that
person,
eagle
'cause
that we just saw, that eagle blew me away, man.
That eagle's
Not this
crazy.
piece.
Not this piece, yeah. These were pretty good too. I got these videos for you guys mostly because like we were talking about this all the time.
Which booth stole the show? Would you say PCS did?
Yeah, I think everyone kept
Leading
going
the
back to
witness.
PCS. Yeah, just because like they had a bunch of statues in front of them. Iron Studios had a big ass corner, but no one was really checking them out, to be honest.
But
Well,
the
that-
question
and that's
is,
the
will
whole
that
point.
translate to sales for PCS? That's the question.
But to bring to your point, that's the whole thing with that Thanos. They brought that Thanos with the gems and to attract the people. That's what people were talking about. But still, that it wasn't getting the traction that that you said.
$60,000 statue is not even a statue.
Yeah, if I was a Batman statue collector, like
If you were Chris,
or John, I get this.
Wow, that's how we're playing it, Sam? That's fine. That's fucking fine. Sam's been on my hit list the last couple of fucking weeks. Over here.
yo, you the only one think I'm on your hit list. I don't know why.
So did this Batman already
I
sell
just
out?
did.
It didn't
It's
sell
not
out.
on the website.
It's not on the website. I checked. I know.
It never was on the website. Not even
It-
the first day that they said it was there.
Well, yeah. Well, he said when I watched his YouTube video, he said these were going to be on the site up for pre-order. Never saw them.
Nope,
They lied
never
to
was
you.
there.
So
You must have been. It must have been exclusive. You had to scan it at the show.
Yeah,
Is
probably.
it crazy that I think that Superman from Action Comics with the car and that Batman is probably what I'm most impressed by of the things that I haven't seen. Like I've seen the Shredder, I've seen all of these PCS pieces, and like I really like a lot of like the Turtles, the Shredder and stuff. But like out of the stuff shown at the con, I was like, oh shoot, those are really cool, Batman and Supermans.
I agree with you, Crippler, and I would have been interested in probably purchasing either one of those, but they never showed up on the website.
Yeah, right. Like I said, that's something that if I
For
was,
real.
even if I'm not collecting, I was like, oh, I could fit those things anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to show those videos off. I wanted to hear what you guys thought. I have a bunch of pictures, but we're already at 2 hours. I don't know if you guys want to see pictures or not. We could call it
Kids
a night.
sleeping? I'm good. We could keep going.
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, to John's point, real quick, John was talking about how Iron Studios brought that Thanos with all the gems and everything, trying to get. And then PCS bought a bunch of statues. Is it probably because Iron Studios doesn't really have any other large scale statues there? It's like they had that one piece, and then what's the rest of the stuff that they have there? Mostly 10th scale. So their booth doesn't really have that pop wow because they don't have a bunch of statues around, right?
True. A big
I think that's the
centerpiece.
problem. You're showing one statue off that you're selling at a scale, that scale, and then all the stuff around it's one
Traffic.
tenth. Yeah.
Brings the
So I think that's a
traffic.
problem too. Yeah. But I would be interested to know if PCS's booth turns into actual sales for them, because
Yeah.
I still feel like they have an issue with that translating to sales. I don't think that storm's going to sell well. Personally, that's just me. We'll see.
Back Kid Video said that big cape 1/10 is on the site under DC Directs. Just PO'd it a few hours ago.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
nice.
DC Directs.
Which
Which site?
DC Direct?
Oh, McFarlane owns DC Direct now, right?
You guys gotta use
They didn't
code
say to go to
CMP.
DC Direct. Let's see, DC Direct.
CMP 2024.
Is that Batman Black and White there too?
Yeah, so even Jeff says Iron Studios booth was smaller than last year. They definitely had a good size. It was in the corner, but
So are we saying it's McFarlane site, or you're saying it's DC Direct site?
Well, if you go into DC Direct, it takes you to McFarlane because I think he owns it.
Oh, gotcha.
But I still don't see it.
so Ant got
I
new
never saw
shelves. He set up the statues.
That fool got new bread spread, son.
Yeah.
He is like, yo, I'm real X-Men for like y'all fake ass. This is an X-Men. Like, look
He
at my
sleeps
sheets.
good at night. He's like, "Good, I'm
Look
protected."
at my sheets. I'm protected by the X-Men.
That's cool. I really like that storm, man. That storm's badass.
You see how it just pops in the middle there?
Yeah.
It's
Natural centerpiece. Yeah.
yeah.
We got Blitzway with their Bruce Lee. This is quarter scale. Looked pretty good. I think a lot of people didn't like the portrait on this one, right?
I don't know.
It looks
I like
really
the
sick.
portrait.
One thing I'd
It was
ask,
good.
is that mixed media or is that sculpted the costume?
I think it's sculpted here. I got a good.
Fucking fantastic like fold work. Oh
Yeah,
my
you see that?
god.
That's sculpted, right?
Is
That's
it?
Wow.
crazy. I
If
thought that was
that's so,
fabric.
that's really good.
If
Fuck,
that's
it's
sculpted,
fabric,
that's
actually.
crazy. If not, but then this is what I mean about the difference. Like when we was looking at the mixed media on the PCS stuff, it's when you can't tell, and it could be either. You know what I mean? Whereas the PCS piece, you could tell it's mixed media. Like you just know that it. But this,
Yeah, the
like you were
material.
saying, like the fold work on it, it's really, really well
Is this
done,
like
regardless.
is that real fabric or is that like sculpted? Because
I think it's fabric.
I don't think it's sculpted. I think it's fabric because it looks too realistic.
But the tailoring then is really
Yeah.
well done.
I mean, the
Yeah.
seam, the
Yeah,
stitching
yeah.
seam.
The stitch
Look
work in the
pretty
middle,
good.
yeah, Pudgy.
That's
It
cool.
looks cool.
That looks good.
They're probably gonna keep it the price point at low. Don't you think? Like $700, $800.
Yeah, and I heard this was like 500, dude.
What?
That's
Let's
really
make it
nice.
even
It's
crazier.
really nice.
They usually do like the Bruce Lee pieces really affordable. Most of them have been around that price from
And if
Bruce
you
Lee.
zoom in, I don't know if you have the picture of those kicks, but those kicks are really well sculpted, dude.
Oh no, man! I
The
have a couple
sneakers
of.
are really well sculpted.
Are
I used to
those
have these shoes. These are
Reeboks,
Tiger
Pumas, or
Tiger
what?
Pumas. Yeah.
Look at those things, dude. That shit is dope.
Dang, that's the one picture I took out too. I was like, "There's too many pictures." I'm sorry, man.
No, it's all good.
I don't know if this is old or new, but I thought this was pretty cool.
That's cool.
It's an older piece, but maybe it's a repaint or like a custom paint. It's a custom piece.
That looks crazy.
Nice FBJ. Yeah, that's just
This Buck brought this to our attention on the group.
I forgot to post the full reveal.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Okay. It looks good, man.
You
I like
had
this.
one job. Yo, I seen something on a Facebook group. I think it was Dr. Mike's Collectors Enable. And it was like layered. And I think it was Brawley holding up like Goku or something like that. Just with the lighting. It looked like crazy.
Oh, I think I know that. That was like kind of. It's not a good. I don't know. Yeah.
It looked crazy. I don't know if it looked crazy. I'm like just an outsider looking in.
Mhm. This is a pretty cool like piece because of the fact that this is a 3D printed piece and it's like painted by a pro. And I think it's printed in quarter scale as well. So
Was it Titanen? Was it Titanen?
no, the painter is there in the left. You can see
Tatiana?
the name on the left side, left corner.
Bibu Studios. I like it a lot.
I like the colors that they did.
With the
Yeah,
face?
Nice. Yeah, like how they differentiate it a little bit.
And on the fur too, like the
The fur highlights. Yep.
Yeah,
That's really well done.
a
Yeah, I
bit.
like the portrait a lot too.
And like even though they're not subtle, it like goes with the comic feel of the character and the statue in terms of the highlights.
But Jesse is right. Get that straight off. This Beast is the worst character right now. Like just straight up.
All right, man. This
He's
thing
so
costs, I
bad
think,
right
like $7,000. You guys
on, a
realize
fucking,
that?
on a fucking $30 stand.
At least it's not in the bathtub.
It's true. It's true. He's true. It's true.
I don't
it's
know
true.
how big your bathroom is, but
I do like the Godzilla and stuff like that, but I just think that that's a little too much for those buildings. When I see it being put together, the Godzilla's piece is nice.
Wow. This is
I don't know,
this is a masterpiece, man.
This is impressive.
I wouldn't call it a masterpiece. Now
This is cool, man. This is cool.
now you're going a little bit over fucking board.
I don't give a fuck what you think.
Aggressive feelings.
I don't give a shit what you think. I think it's a masterpiece.
Use your aggressive.
It's not no goddamn.
Well, that's what you think. I think
Fucking
this
light-
is so well done.
Fucking light show.
It doesn't matter if it's a light. Okay, I'm not fucking.
This
entertaining
is impressive. Listen,
You're
I'm
nuts.
with you on this. This is
it looks
crazy.
really good.
It is.
Hey,
It looks
but-
cool. It is.
These
But
fucking
anytime-
negative Nancy's all the time. Fuck.
Anytime that it like no, this looks good.
Leave me alone!
That's a masterpiece right there. Now that's a masterpiece.
That's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
We need to make one with those where it's like Rasheed and it's John. That's
I mean, listen, that's John's opinion. I respect his opinion. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that it's cool. I like the Godzilla, but I think that the buildings and everything, I don't think it's worth 6,000, 7,000.
6,000? Forget about it. It's a piece of shit. No, I'm kidding.
The Godzilla part is like, but when I see it being put together and everything, I don't think it's worth no 6,000.
I got no attachment to this whatsoever. Like no attachment to Godzilla.
That's part of what.
It's
I
nice
love
though.
Opinion too.
Exactly. Like this is cool.
I'm
I would love them to do, as crazy as this sounds. Think of this, man. Think of this. Gotham City, baby, like this with Batman on the rooftop.
That'd be dope.
With the villains.
It could be 110.
Penguin.
So he'd be 110.
If you guys didn't know the price, how much would you think this goes for?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
Just because
$3,000.
This is third scale,
I would
correct?
say $3,000, but not.
This is not third scale. This is like one.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't thinking that. You're right. Because the villain. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
I think the same thing. I think about $3,000, about 30-something hundred. It should go by.
How much is
way?
Edwin, don't talk shit.
I'm just saying. That's my opinion.
I say three.
No, I wasn't saying to. $3,000, yeah, $4,000.
I think it's
Are we-
dope. If
Or
it's
maybe
worth
more
the
'cause
money
it's
to
a
him, it's worth the money to
masterpiece.
him.
It's a masterpiece.
Damn. Rasheed used his white man voice.
No, but what'd you say, Mark?
No, that's my.
It is
that's
a
my voice,
masterpiece for a
motherfucker.
Godzilla fan.
My white man voice.
I take it, man.
He did, Buck. We heard it. We'll clip it. Don't worry.
Wow. We got it. We got it.
What should I say?
Was that his customer service voice? Is that what you're
Should I
saying?
say I'm trying to sound like a white man, Buck?
No. When you said
You
Why
tried
don't
to.
you say, don't get canceled. Don't get
you're like a
canceled.
masterpiece.
That's a masterpiece. Gee Willikers.
It's cool. You know, it's cool.
Look at
This
me.
is
What's up, Spider?
This is incredible. This is cool.
You know that any piece that we have, if someone that didn't know anything and this is all lit up like this, they would immediately go and look at this. This is
They think it's the movie set.
This commands presence.
Okay, like
Piece
this,
needs
but
something.
what
I
about
just
when it's like this?
put some lights
Like,
on it.
What the hell is that?
It's pretty gray.
It looked like
Yeah, because it's
looked
kind of
like
monotone.
It looked like
It's
it's
Very monotone.
It looked like it's clumped together. That's what. Even though it's supposed to be like that,
Yeah.
it just
think-
looks like that.
Maybe we need to see it in
It's
person. It
also-
sounds like it's the
also
PCS
says, like,
Carnage here.
Of where it's been.
Should they interlock?
I
So
thought that's what
those
I
pieces
thought.
actually be
Yes, it
close
is.
together,
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying, Pudgy.
Yeah.
It doesn't show.
right?
It doesn't.
So it's more
interlock.
like they're actually clashing.
Okay, but hold
Or-
on. It could be interlocking. This guy has this on an
He doesn't
IKEA
have the room.
shelf,
Yeah, he doesn't
shoe
have the room.
shelf here.
Well, the shoe shelf is a master.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
I think it's a cool piece. But
Appreciate that white voice again. I'm European, okay?
Corey used all his amiibo money to buy like this piece. No more amiibos for like 5 years.
This is crazy, man.
No, it's
yeah,
nice.
you could
It's
tell
nice.
it needs to be pushed.
I like the
in
King
more,
Kong
but
roaring.
The,
I like
the
how the
desk
King
is not
Kong
allowing
roars.
for it.
I wish that they would do a Gotham City. Now this got me wanting a Gotham City like this.
This looks cool.
This
This
piece
is Prime
is
1. You might get it. You never know.
Look at the little card on here.
$5,700.
That's Rasheed down there.
Wow.
Hey, looking up. I'm late for work, you bastard. I'm trying to get the casual stream.
Now the King Kong, the way he's roaring, you know,
Yeah.
I think it, but I think to me it looks better with lights on. Yeah, because you see more detail. Yeah, it's lit up and everything, but
Would you have almost wanted a swap out arm for King Kong without the Mjolnir there?
He does have it.
He has one? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's a bunch of switch outs.
See, now we're talking money.
It's definitely impressive to me, but yeah, it's hard. I think he should definitely probably figure out how to get it on a table that he can push them closer together. 'Cause
Yeah,
you can tell it's supposed to be
respectable
interlocked.
table. Yeah.
And anytime it's
the Godzilla is awesome though. I like I saw the Godzilla is detail. King Kong just look. I know he's smaller than Godzilla, but he just seems a little small. I don't know.
Mark, you're a
So
Godzilla
tough
guy. What do
movie.
you think? What's going on, Santino?
Yeah, I'm getting the Godzilla. As I
What?
as
That's
I
my
said a
boy.
couple of
That's my
times, but you guys are just out of control.
Congrats,
Yeah.
man. I think the Godzilla is fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, if you're a
I like
Godzilla
this
fan,
piece.
this is it.
Hey, Mark, it's a masterpiece.
That's right.
I
You
know.
remember who said it, Mark?
That's why he bought it.
Congrats, Mark. That's crazy.
Who else though is doing engineering pieces like this? Guys, come on, you gotta see. I don't know. Maybe
No, it is. It's hot, man. You know what it is? I like it like this without the lights though, because I guess I can
What?
see more buildings. and
Rasheed's confused tonight, man. He doesn't know if he's
I know,
going
right?
on. 1 minute it's this, 1 minute it's that.
Let me get his clip. This is good, man. Well,
Congrats, Mark.
Big giveaway.
Live
look at this
unboxing.
guy. Oh yeah, live unboxing. We should do live unboxing.
That Transformers displayed too high, I think. In my opinion.
Are you looking for any more Transformers, Sam? Because there's a
If I
sale.
could get if I could get Megatron at a decent price, I'll do it. If not, I'll just wait for Galvatron and be done.
You know, you could get rid of this window right here. You know, get
And,
more
I was
statues.
thinking of getting rid of that window. And then, but no. Now that
If you get rid of those old speakers, you
Yeah.
the speakers cost more than every Transformer in my room.
What?
So I can get rid of those speakers. Too much.
I like this. This is cool.
Little proximity pieces. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
You just need some prints over there, Crippler, right there by
Yeah,
Green
for
Rock.
sure. Yep, I'm looking at some.
Yeah.
I was looking. I got some in a cart. Just want to make sure that this is the right one for the space. But yeah, I'm gonna get
Damn.
one for over the PC and then one for the right of the wall of Star Screen. And it should be good.
I mean, you might need shelf space, so maybe don't put a print there because you're gonna get more Transformers from XM, right?
No, like I don't know. Like I'm at the point where if I do get one, like the beautiful thing about the Transformer line to me is like they already made some of my favorites, and then my other favorites are these big like Triptychons and stuff like that, which I don't think they're gonna do. So like any other character they come out with, I don't think it's gonna be like my personal favorite characters. They already did my Starscream, Soundwave, Optimus, right? So and I'm never gonna replace those. So.
Well, you're getting Prowl, right, or something like that. Prowl's coming out, right?
No, I'll get Prowl depending on how big he is, right? Because like if he could fit in one of the cubes, I'll get him. But I don't have a spot for him, unless now that bathrooms are becoming popular.
Yep.
I'm
You
looking
heard it here
into
first. Yep.
I'm looking at some bathroom space.
Would you get a shockwave, Crip?
I
Because he is
would.
coming.
Yeah, I would, but he's
G1 style.
for me personally. Like me and Kevin talked about this, K-Fet, and it's just sort of like he's dope, and I would like to have him. But for me, he was always like just babysitting Cybertron. He was never really in the action, so it's sort of like it'll be dope to have, and he's cool, but he's not needed, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's where it is. Like Grimlock's one of my favorites. I already have him.
It looks good, man. It looks really good.
But yep. And also, like at some point, like you just can't get everything, right? So it's like you gotta make sure you get the ones that you really, really, really want.
You got to be careful when saying that, because then you get accused of not being a real collector.
I know, but I'm used to that already. I got labeled that's two in 2022. I've been through that already, baby. I've been through that. So like, yeah.
You're a fraud, man.
You fake, son. You ain't get that. You ain't just get it and put it in your bathroom, fake ass collector.
I don't know, but big congrats on everything, man. I know this is like a journey, and it's been fun.
It looks
doing
good.
Yeah.
Journey. It took Crip like 2 months to have the entire roster of.
You could do a journey in 2 months.
That was a long 2 months of getting 20 Transformers.
When's that Batman Who Laughs leaving? So.
He's in the other room, bro. He's still displayed, but yeah, like all my 1/3s are pretty much. Don't know what I'm gonna do for them. Don't know if I'll sell them, whatever. But they're not gonna be displayed.
Don't forget about me, okay?
They're bathroom ready, man.
You won't buy it, John, because it doesn't have the exclusive. I know
Well, that's okay. I've come to the realization that exclusive is atrocious to find. No one has that damn exclusive. So I'll get the regular one. You let me know.
He'll settle.
This is our boy Big Silver right here.
My favorite Spidey and Venom, in my opinion.
Shout out to Big Silver, one of the OGs in the game. Now, that's a masterpiece.
Wow, you got a picture of Rasheed? Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll kick your ass.
This is the stance Rasheed's going to take too. I'm going to kick your ass.
And he's got sneakers on.
Yeah.
The Jordans.
If you know, you know, right? Yeah, see, this is I didn't get to meet Big Silva. He went to Comic-Con too. I was swamped with stuff, man. But he said he really liked this one in person.
Do you like this one more than the PCS one?
I've never seen the PCS one in person, but this one looked good, man. This one looked really good. Oh, and he got. Hey, Rasheed, did you get that one by chance?
Nah, but I'm gonna order. Yeah, but I'm gonna order it though because I like this piece. But somebody said that the fire hand is heavy. Somebody said that.
Okay.
Look at that piece.
Selling it, Rasheed.
Yeah,
no, no, it's sold.
Groups.
It's sold. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
He didn't mark
it. Good price.
Sold. It was 800 shipped, which is nuts.
It's in New York too.
I didn't. He did everything.
He's in
to
beige
prove it was
shorts,
real,
like
and I still couldn't believe that it was.
That would have been easy buy,
real.
bro.
Is that like 20 minutes from me? 30 minutes.
I'd be
from
like,
me,
yo,
bro.
cancel your deal with somebody else. You don't even have to
cancel
ship.
that thing. Yeah, get it picked up.
I'm like, I could pick it up tomorrow, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's all right though. I'm gonna get it though. I'm thinking about getting this piece, man.
Another one will pop up, I'm sure.
What do you guys think about the Super Scroll?
I like it a lot.
It's a masterpiece.
I'm
I just got
concerned about John throwing that word around forever.
Hey, he'll never let it go. I love that piece. I love it. I think it's a sleeper, man. I really think it's a masterpiece, though.
I think it sucks that they're not continuing.
Get your words, okay?
The fantastic line, though.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Look at that. You get the stretch. You get the fire. And,
it looks
and
good too.
And he's a Super Scroll. I mean,
yeah, that piece is dope.
Yeah. I like the hand. That's crazy.
Love
Kicking Venom's ass back there. Wow.
That's based off what's his face? That Argentinian guy. I always forget his name. He's the artist. He worked just like Olivetti.
Olivetti. I like Olivetti's work. Yeah, I like
Same with the Apocalypse on the bottom left. I think that's based off his art.
This is still silver.
Yep,
Peace?
this is still
Yeah.
solo. Yep, yep.
Okay, well I didn't know
I
Silver
love
got
Olivetti's
the.
Punisher.
Yeah,
I still
that's a
think
good one.
that Doom. I think that Doom is so slept on. I think that's one of the. I think that Doom is hot, man.
It's good with the cape. I like it with the cape is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that one out again. This guy had a. Who's this guy? Let me zoom in real quick.
Holy mac! Look at that group of guys there. Good group of guys over here.
You guys ever post up any links to the group on the Casual Nerd Problems group? Try to post a what's it called? A thumbnail.
I linked the show.
Link the show, but like I try to grab a screenshot of it. It always comes out pixelated.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can send it to you if you want.
Yeah,
Appreciate
definitely
it.
do.
Appreciate the shout out. Yeah.
Yeah, man, always.
Every
Why is
day.
is this Sam as a transformer?
As a transformer.
That's Sam. Sam Prime.
I like Nathan's as Indiana Jones.
That went
That's cool.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
funny, man. I gotta catch up on it, but yeah, like
it was a long one. It was I don't know. I don't think I was feeling too good that day, but it was fun. I'd always have fun with the guys.
Yep. Awesome. And
boy.
wait, really quick. You have another one coming up anytime soon? Like, of course, this Friday, but anything else coming up?
This week I don't know. I might squeeze out I did a Hot Toy stream yesterday night. I might squeeze out. I got some black and white pieces that I want to unbox, so I'll try to squeeze those out this week.
Okay.
If not next, but yeah, club on Friday. We're doing what's today, the 20. I think it's the 28th this Friday, so we're doing the big giveaway for the Revan and Malik. So that's this Friday, and then we're gonna be doing the last slab, that D-Rock, that Spider-Man slab, signed by McFarlane as well. So it's gonna be a big episode.
Dang. Okay.
Nice.
This Friday.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And Terry sent these pictures to me when I was at the con. I didn't get to like freaking look at them too close, but here we go. He added
Such
some
an iconic community picture. Like you just know it's Terry's, right?
If he moves, he better tear down this wall and take it with him. Yeah, there's no mistake whose this is. Look at that. He added some white lights in the front. It looks amazing.
I wonder if Gotham Cinnabite really had the box and they opened the gate to hell, but he opened it up.
Oh, that's good.
Which turtles are those? Do y'all know?
The NECA ones?
Are they? Yeah, those are the ones I want to get. I'm gonna get those.
They're worth getting. I'll be honest. I've seen.
I'm gonna
them.
get those
They're all-
quarter. Yeah.
You want the quarter? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the quarter.
His utilization of so many different colors just works, man. He's the only person I know that does it like this, that it actually like works together. He doesn't do one color, he'll do like 3 or 4 different colors. Everything just blends. He definitely knows his lighting. I'll give him that.
Look at that.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I fear like
You-
it's his
you-
wife
you
that's
could
doing
tell.
everything. I'm so jealous. You know? Like, it must be
Maybe,
his wife.
maybe.
He does
You
an
never know.
amazing job. His collection.
It's probably like collaborative, right? That's the best. Like when you can actually get other
That's
people's
true.
thoughts. That
That's what it is. It looks pretty cool, man.
I think he's gonna be getting the Candyman. He's gonna put the Candyman over here. Yeah, it looks really good though. Yeah, look at that. That looks really good. Shit.
Terry's made the most of like one wall, and it's just
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. And you could tell like he loves this line, dude. This ain't got like because it's backed up with a lot of really cool proximity stuff too. You got this comment.
Can you just understand? This is his like he uses this as the bedroom. Hold on a second. To fall asleep to this every day, goddamn, that's incredible.
His wife is really cool.
His wife's like, "Why don't you turn to me?" Sorry, I'm busy. This is beautiful. I like the way it's lit too, right? You can have just the center with the pieces lit, and then you can have everything. It's just well done. This is kind of, I like what Terry does here. It's focused, very focused with what you have, perfected from every aspect. Display, the garage stands he's using, the way the artwork on the top, everything just marries very well together.
I like
John,
that he
would
made
you
his
call this a
garage shells
masterpiece?
not really look like garage shells,
Wow.
right? Like, because with the light in
Exactly.
them and everything, so it just
That
looks...
too, yeah.
We're working on fixing him. He doesn't have any anime.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? I think he has Guyver in the
No,
bottom.
Oh, he has
he-
Guyver, but the
he's-
Guyver is the movie version, right?
He's a secret. He's gonna.
He has Guyver?
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming to the dark side.
Y'all
He's
saying
coming
Terry,
eventually.
Terry got anime tendencies? Like, is he anime sensitive?
He's not closed-minded. You know, he's not.
Oh, Terry's
So I
pretty
gotta-
close-minded. Have you seen him on Facebook?
Oh my god.
Willing to experiment.
Alrighty,
Is
let's
he-
get it.
Is he
Let's get
anime
this going.
sensitive?
This is
John.
Look at this thing.
What?
The Fiend. My father was a fiend.
So
Is that
hot.
really good?
This is not InArt. This is Hot Toys because like I think InArt's the only one that does
Whoa.
rooted here. Yeah, they're trying to get into rooted here.
This is Hot Toys.
Wait,
Hot
what's-
Toys direct competition to InArt.
Wasn't InArt
The name of
supposed to
this line
make
is
Hot
called
Toys go out of
Stunning Hair
business? I thought
Craftsmanship.
InArt was supposed to make Hot Toys go out of business. I'm confused.
I'm
Well,
confused too.
They're back because this looks dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. This looks crazy.
I wonder
Yeah.
what the price point is going to be, to be honest, because I think
So,
InArt's
price
like
point-
$1,000, right?
Price point is $432 US before the sideshow tax.
Sheesh.
So-
Before the
so
sideshow
it's
tax.
half the price.
Well, come on, you gotta discuss it. It's half the price, but why is it half the price?
Okay.
Accessory wise, this doesn't come with anything. It doesn't come with half of what InArt came with. The jail cell, using die-cast bars, the die-cast bench, pitted, highly detailed. The base that was real wood to give you that floor. This is subpar, and in my opinion, a poor business move on Hot Toys end.
I'll counter that with everything you mentioned. While it definitely has value, so somebody like me, I could give two shits.
Okay.
And I just want a portrayal of Heath Ledger Batman, Heath Ledger
For sure.
Joker. So all those things you say have great merit, but if I can get a well executed thing like this that appears to be, and doesn't break the bank, it's a good business move.
But you're paying the same. That's what I'm trying to get at. The only difference is if rooted doesn't matter to you, then you should definitely be considering looking at the InArt rooted Joker. If rooting does not matter to you, because again, you're getting the same bells and whistles. Yeah, you're getting the good representation, but if that's the case where you don't necessarily care to have the best, then go with the previous Joker that came out 10 years ago, because that came with all the bells and whistles, and you can get it for a pretty good price now. It came with
Really?
the table, the pencil. I don't know if it came with the pencil, but it came with that whole jail scene, scene where Batman's behind him smashing him, and it came with the laughing portrait. For Hot Toys to come out with this, listen, I appreciate what they did here, but it's just not at the level for the price that they're asking. I don't feel it's at the level of InArt. Now, for Hot Toys to be smart here, it would have been the Nurse Joker, and I don't know if that's a licensing issue. But if they had come out and did the Nurse Joker, that would have been a wow and a step up. This tongue is ridiculous.
That tongue, though.
Is ridiculous.
How much is this piece? How much they asking?
This comes out to 3,380 Hong Kong dollars. So that's conversion on Google will come out to 432. It's going to be a lot more than 432 still. So.
I mean, you're still getting a lot of material and a lot of things. I mean, how much do you want to pay for it? $150, man?
No, man, but you have to. We're comparing, right? You're comparing the two.
No, so there's like another company, Rasheed. It's called InArt, and like they do a whole.
I know
different,
InArt.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not okay to me. I think I like Hot Toys, man. I don't know. And I'm not even a collector like that, but from what I see, I like the Hot Toys.
That Aragorn.
Y'all think this hair color is accurate?
Aragorn is stunning. This is too much product in the hair. Did you pull up the Anakin by any chance?
I don't think the color is
We'll get to
accurate
it.
in the hair because I'm looking at a picture of it from the movie.
It
It's
looks
awful yellow.
really, yeah.
It's
There's
very
too many
yellow.
highlights going on.
It should be a little. I guess they put too much green in the hair, and I think the hair should be a little thin. I think maybe.
Bring up
It's too
some
much hair.
separation of the
It's too
picture.
much hair.
Honestly, I don't get this.
I like the Anakin though.
I don't get it, man.
So this
No,
is
it
now
gets
what they're
like-
calling their artisan line, right? So their artisan line is going to be this concept of wool punched hair. The one thing I love that sideshow that what Hot Toys is doing here, which has me on board with them, is the limited. These are limited runs, so he's gonna be run. He's gonna come in rooted like this and sculpted, and he's gonna run the rooted version. There's only gonna be an edition size of 4,000. Only. Now it's not numbered, which I wish they did. I just still have difficulty understanding why they don't number them. But the edition size is only 4,000. He's gonna be tough to get. I'll tell you that.
4,000 is low for
4,000 is low. Yeah, 4,000 is low. Yeah.
For 1/6, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely see what you're saying about the hair, that it could be a little darker.
Yeah.
But
You don't think
going
it's the
through those
lights?
Pictures,
Sorry.
like
Yeah,
see,
it
I
could
don't
be the
see
photography.
See, the thing is, I think what in art, they remind me of they're trying to be they're toys, but they're trying to be more statuesque, like combined the two. What I see here is the perfect definition of what a hot toy is. I'm like posability, seeing all of those accessories that come with, like just going through those pictures, I was able to put him in multiple different scenes that I remember from the movie easily, right? And so when I'm buying a hot toy, that's what I'm looking for. Is like, look, I could do that one. Then you have to put
Yeah,
the cards.
that's true.
Oh, and it's like I seen Queen Studio statue there. I seen freaking J&D statue there, all in one hot toy for $400. That's crazy.
It's not $400.
Oh, for 4 or 5. What? How much you said it was? Like 450, 500.
430.
No, no. So
430?
that's 430 before. Like that's it's gonna be 500, 475 to 500 plus. I think.
All right. So if I take the price out and just being like, yo, like if I want a hot toy, I'm thinking about all of the different poses and scenes I could create with others that might come out in that line, right? So like, and I'm thinking like the posability looks crazy. The amount of accessories to do what I want to do with it is all there, from the grenades, the weapons. I could do some crazy dope stuff posing this thing, some dope scenes. And if they were to give me like a bail and another one, I'm thinking about how do I stage them together, and I think it does that. Now, if you just for collecting, and if you want the scene, in art reminds me like a dope ass statue, but for that I'll just get the statue. But if I want a hot toy,
But
I'll
Inart has the same, almost the same posability.
yeah.
When it comes to the
be
Inart.
fair, I don't know too much about the Inart piece.
Yeah.
So, but for just seeing this and taking it as its own, like that face looks really good to me. I know it's not 100%, but it's good enough.
Telemarketer.
Feels a little. I mean, John, you're the expert here, but isn't Hot Toys known for all these accessories anyway? Like all the little swap outs, all the stuff that comes with. This isn't like for this price. It seem a little pricey. Or
For sure, 100%.
Like $100 too pricey.
100%. It's too pricey.
So,
it's too pricey. It's too late.
What I've seen with like these portraits that have rooted hair, just literally the portrait itself for custom world is $500, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like if you were to get just a portrait, it'd be $500
for sure. Well, that
So now-
from Inart. That's what Viper was. Viper was doing, the one overseeing the project was doing custom projects, and they brought him in custom pieces.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So this is like one of the first ones they're dropping. I think Wonder Woman would be the first one to drop, but this probably be the second or third. So I think like looking at this for right now, this looks good to me. And I like a year, 2 years from now, I think it's just gonna get better. I mean, the price might need to be worked out a little bit because InArt's definitely giving you quality compared to this. But I think it looks just like it. I don't know.
I just don't understand the fascination with this rooted hair stuff, because you really gotta like put work in. If I'm spending $500 on a figure, I am not putting work in. I this is why I can't get behind this. I just don't.
But
I
they
get
give
it.
you the
It's like
choice, though.
exclusive.
You can get the sculpted
No,
one too, right?
no, but
Yeah.
but an older for the Hot Toys, it's older. Like you got to get an older piece. You're not getting the sculpted with this. At least with the NR, they give you the option, but I
No,
still
this one they give you the option too.
Yep, they still give you the option for this one too.
do they?
You get a
I thought
second.
this-
They
giving
have
us-
they have a sculpted version.
Okay, yeah. I personally, I've had a ton of Hot Toys, and I would never get any of them with rooted hair.
But
I'm
this
just
is
not-
different. This is different
Yeah.
than their typical. Allegedly,
course.
yeah, this is going to be different than their.
This is new too.
But
so.
And
That's
I
good
have-
I would love to see regular collectors get this in hand and see exactly how they're gonna maneuver that hair, because every time I see someone's Wonder Woman or certain things in their collection with these hair, it never looks good. I don't care what anybody says.
I got the in art there in the box. I never took it out. I took it out to inspect it once, never took it out. But from what I saw,
you needed to do work on it, John.
no, I haven't taken it out. From the inspection, it came pretty good out of the box, man. And I think that's really. So this is what this is going to come down to. I don't know, Steve. For the next segment with Anakin, I sent you some photos if you want to pull them up. I don't know, it's up to you. But the difference in companies where it's going to come down to is with rooting, because it's going to be very similar. I think it's going to come down to the overall experience, the overall unboxing experience. Because with in art, it was completely like, it's an experience, man. You get a certificate of authenticity. It's like a whole thing. And I think what will come down to is how much work will you have to put into the rooted sculpts from each company. Will I need to physically spray this figure? Or can I just go like in arts and take a little brush and kind of tweeze it and just get it into position? Because there's enough product in it already. And I think that's where the companies will set themselves apart as to how well the figures come out of the box for the collectors.
So this is at the Sideshow Con, right?
Yes, exactly. So
out of the box.
This Anakin looks stunning in the prototype photos that Hot Toys shared, like almost like day one kind of thing. And then this falls into the same category that we had the discussion. Remember the Batman Infinity Studio Batman bust?
Yeah.
It's just Sideshow lacking in, like they took it out of the box and put it. If I was Hot Toys seeing this, I would be furious. Because this is atrocious.
You think this is bad?
This the hair like this?
I actually like it. I'm not lying. I like it.
Oh, but you need to see the prototype photos first. Yeah,
looks like he just got it from a roll with Miss Amidala.
You got I love that actually.
You got bed hair.
Now you got to look at the prototype photos. There you go.
So we're gonna skip this one. Big ass forehead, crazy hair. I don't think it looks like him, but here's the prototype.
Dang, this is.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, and I'm not trying to be funny. I think this is here. I think they want you to comb, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm saying I like it because I'm thinking about the movie and certain scenes in the movie and stuff like that where they made his hair long and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't think it looks bad. You know, with the last picture, I don't think that picture looked bad. You know,
it looked pretty puffy, man.
This looks
Rasheed, I'm sorry, man. I love you, brother, but that's
humidity. Little poof.
No way.
I mean, do you have to put product in this hair?
If you don't have to. You shouldn't have to.
This has something in it. You can tell from the pictures from the back. It's wet.
This one right here.
That hair is wet.
If they're selling something with any type of real hair,
it's got some kind of gel.
You're gonna have to put something in the hair for you. You're gonna have to groom it.
I can't picture it.
In art came groomed. In art came with product already and stylized already. So there's a few reviews. If you guys are really interested, I can direct you to some people
who
did
the Hot
reviews.
Toys is not going to come with a product, is what you're saying.
Well, we don't know. We don't
They
know.
ship
Here
it-
it looks
they
like
ship-
here it looks like there's too much product. To be honest, if you look at the photo on the
But
left,
they're definitely using something.
they're using something for sure.
Yeah.
Like in art
Because
ships
otherwise you're
those
going to
heads
get
like
that
in a
other
bubble,
picture every
right?
time.
In-art ships them in like a little, and that was the other nice thing is
protective
it's like a
capsule,
glass,
like a bubble.
exactly, like a plastic container. We can do, like I have it, if you guys ever want to sit down, I was thinking of doing an unboxing kind of thing. We can go through it and do it. I'm down to do that. But this is really going to, I think, come down to the overall experience. Now, I mentioned this yesterday. I think this is fantastic for Hot Toys in their own realm as a company is growing compared to their previous product. But now comparing to, like, say, InArt and what they put out, I just don't think it's there at that level yet. Again, it's still early.
They're raising the bar though for their price point. You gotta get that.
Precisely. And what's good with them is they have the license. It's like they can kill this with Star Wars. Like a rooted Princess Leia, done well. Oh boy, with a good likeness.
Yeah.
How much is this piece?
This was so. This one as well limited. This one's even more limited. This will be tough to get. 3,000 pieces worldwide. This one. You're looking at 2,680 Hong Kong. On Google, it's 343 US, but it's going to be a lot more than that. 400 plus, I think.
I'm content.
Are you gonna get this, John?
I would like to get this one.
I got like so many, like over 100 hot toys, right? People don't know about that. They secretly stashed away. They're in
All right, I
another
want to get
room.
this guy out of here.
But yeah, y'all make me put myself out there.
Take an oath.
But yeah, none of them have like USB freaking lightsaber ports
Lightsabers,
on
yep.
them. And like this stuff seems like it's a leap over the stuff that I have. Like,
I don't think it's going to be that bright though. I think that's that's
It does
Photoshop.
look bright.
That's
with
Photoshop.
USB,
That's
there's
Photoshop.
no reason why it shouldn't.
That is
That's
Photoshop,
100%
100%.
It
Yep.
definitely is. But
It will never look like that.
But if you get those custom lightsabers, like there's this dude in the Philippines that do them.
Yeah,
Like
I know
they
what you're
could
talking
get
about.
bright, they could get bright, and if you could do that, if they even get close to that, then those are going to be the all the brightness you need in the lightsaber, right? It all depends on what type of bulbs they use.
You guys see what Piggy put?
Let's see.
Mark said y'all continue to discuss hot toys. This Shark Week, dude.
I get a little passionate sometimes. I'm sorry.
No, honestly, that's why I like bringing up.
I'm gonna start charging you the hot toy segment. I can bring it to the channel if you want.
Yeah, man, definitely. Like these are just pictures I picked up randomly, and I thought this was like I said, I'm catching up on a lot of streams, and I saw this thing. I was like, wow, this would be cool to talk about. See what?
First time I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think as the prices on Hot Toys continue to increase and get closer to like quarter scale sideshow prices, that they're going to have a market crossover problem?
See it all
They
the
already
time.
did when it wasn't that expensive.
They already
Yep,
do.
like,
Yeah.
You
'cause
see
I
us
feel
up
like
being
that that's an entry point for a lot of people because of price point. I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you start to think like, even when I was doing hot toys, I'd be like, oh, I could get these two or three hot toys, or I could get this premium format, right? So I was like,
Yeah, let's keep going, man.
Wrap it
But
up,
yeah,
Pete.
John, if you want to talk about it one day, or if you
No,
like,
I don't want to do with these savages. No, fuck it.
that's who you want to hear from. These are the
It's
guys you want to
okay.
hear from.
Yawning here like a fucking horse.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's definitely an improvement over the original. I see it more now that they release actual photos. But I'm happy with mine, man. I'm good with the one I have.
Awesome.
I want the dark side one.
I thought this guy
Yeah.
just had a gym set up, but god damn, this guy like. Did you guys see these pictures?
I didn't see these.
His whole basement's dedicated to like.
Gym. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. Basement setup.
This is for Rasheed right here. Rasheed, what do you think of this thing? You got this, General Akbar?
I could have had it back then. I was on some. I don't know. I wasn't grabbing everything Star Wars. It's a nice piece. I wish they would visit it again and do another life size bust of it. But it definitely goes for a lot of
Need to get out.
Yeah, I used to have that
Yeah.
do back, and I had the C3PO.
You got a full dumbbell rack.
Yeah. So it's like his whole place is full of gym. Yeah.
He has a
Got-
classic Apocalypse at the bottom. I had that piece.
Sideshow.
I would love to see someone repaint that.
This one? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I would love to see someone do that.
Some people did it. I saw mine. It was cool. It was all right.
What Wolverine is that up at the top? That big one.
Legendary
Sideshow, right?
scale.
That's the
Yeah.
old
It's
sideshow,
OG.
right?
Yep. It's an old one. Yeah. This whole thing is. There was like 60
He's got
pictures.
pops. He's got everything.
He has Bowen. Bowen is like made it again.
That War Machine, I like because it came with the Gatling gun on his shoulder.
A sideshow.
Yeah, that's Sideshow.
Dang. Yeah, a bunch
Rowing
more.
machine. Tables.
Look at that, man.
Nice. Look at that.
That's crazy. I got to
those
meet this
pops.
guy, Lilo and Stitch.
They could be addicting those pops.
Is this the same
Yeah.
collector?
I got
Yep,
a
same
few of
guy.
Holy shit, man! You like Lilo and Stitch a lot.
Here we go. More anime boys right here.
Yeah.
I saw this
John.
piece. This piece is pretty good though. I like this piece actually.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Same
This
guy,
piece is
John.
hot, too. This piece is
I
hot.
never seen this one.
It's Kenshin.
That's from Figurama.
Oh, Rurouni Kenshin? That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Samurai X.
Even the live action ones are not bad. If you wanted to check those out, I think they still have them on Netflix. They were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Dang, they got anime on Netflix now. Shit.
No, the live action. They did a live action movie of it. It's actually pretty good.
There's
Surprisingly,
also a new show, like a
they reanimated it.
reanimate. Yeah.
Our guy, I haven't seen this one yet either. The Killer Croc from XM Studios, but he did a video on it. I just captured this image, and
I haven't seen it neither, but that piece looks amazing.
I heard you talking about it.
I'm with you on it too. I like it. I think it's dope.
I'll catch up on this one. But yeah, Cash, and then he did another one. I didn't even see this one yet. Deathstroke. I don't know what it looks like.
I like that
Deathstroke is nice. Yeah.
Is
yeah,
it?
I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna get that Deathstroke. You know, I have a million of them. But
It's nice. I like it.
Let us tell our jokes, Rasheed. Come on.
Some people didn't like the stanky leg.
No, I like it.
I like it. But Deathstroke, come on, he's. I thought to make it complete, I thought they should have gave us a Batman with swords. Also, like they about to face off.
It's almost like they just clashed and he just backed up and he's he's like in his ready stance.
They could have gave it a companion piece. I mean, Batman companion piece to fight Deathstroke. I think that should instead of
like a diorama.
Instead of the same Wolverine versus Sabretooth, give us something different, like 1/4 Deathstroke versus Batman.
Yeah.
This is our boy Luke. Luke finally got this piece. Looks amazing.
Shout out to Luke. All the peeps
It's a great piece. I love it. Even though mine had some problems.
That's crazy. This looks. Is this Prime 1 or is this XM Studios?
Prime 1.
Prime 1.
Dang.
Oh, that piece does not.
I love the spear. Like if you bought it directly from them, you can get the spear. The spear is sick.
Oh, he doesn't have it. That's a new collector right there, actually. So it's okay.
No, it's still dope without the spear. But I for me, I wanted the spear really bad because it's exactly the same pose as from the classic comic.
Oh, there he is. What's up, Luke? I have to have the shield. I mean, this what's it called? This helmet and this cannon on his shoulder. That's all I need right there.
They have a dope bust too that they did.
It doesn't cost like $700 or something. Costs crazy.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, this is cool. Like someone really, or what's her name? Maria released these pictures earlier today.
I love her, man. She's such a great sculptor. Like, so good.
This looks really cool, man. I know, right? And I don't know if this is true or though. Like, can you take the jacket off?
Probably not. But you could take it off because it's a 3D sculpt, so you could just take off layers that she sculpted separately.
That would have been unbelievable if you could take the coat off.
I would have liked it.
You might be able to because isn't the Act 1 sideshows using fabric? Maybe depending on the way the statue comes together, you might be able to do that.
Yeah, you might be.
So I got this picture. I don't share any other pictures from that guy, so I gotta share this one. It says follow me on Twitter. It's only good things. Wait, if you know, you know, you guys.
Rasheed, you see Keith is talking mad garbage in the chat, man.
Nah, I don't even pay that clown no mind, bro.
This guy had the statue repainted. He was telling people, or I think he was talking about, if you work on your current collection, you could either like upgrade it or change it up a little bit.
Made him a crackhead.
Tyrone Biggins.
Yo, I got them cheeseburgers, man.
Yo,
come on, man. Sell me, man. I got some cheeseburgers.
Come on,
Joe Rogan.
Wow. Savagery. Oh my God.
I saw this one before. This was pretty
You made
cool.
the list, but
Poor guy.
Nah, I think someone else told him on his post. I didn't have the heart to tell him.
The other one's not.
You just said it live.
The other one's not any better. The production one's not any better.
Oh man, hey.
I think you definitely made it worse. I'm done.
It's the gray beard.
I said, "Where's Martha, bitch?"
Is this true? This could be the new Mythos line right here.
The Nihilist is supposed to be in the Mythos.
I don't think nobody knows, but Like Nihilus, I'm kind of curious of why they started with Nihilus. You know, like they jump all over the place.
It's all rumors.
I think it's because the Sith they sell, like the Darth Maul, the play.
Yeah, but why
Like
wouldn't you start with why wouldn't you start with Revan? Because the game started first before Nihilus.
Same reason you're doing another Ivy. Just doesn't make sense. This Luke is. You know why I think it's sideshow? It wasn't confirmed that this is sideshow. This was shown at one of those gallery, like what do you call those when you go to a room and they show you photos and stuff, like the showcases or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But this reminds me of that Boba Fett, and the one sideshow just did the Boba Fett and Han and Carbonite.
Oh
That'd
wait,
be
so
a
these
dope
aren't
window.
confirmed to be mythos?
It's all. I think it's rumored. This is sideshow didn't put these photos out.
Okay.
I would love for that to be a Mace Windu that I could actually get. Like that's a dope Mace Windu.
I would like
That gives me Kucherik vibes. That
yeah. I think the Kucher. I swear, I hope they don't use what you call it material. I hope they have Kucherik sculpted. Yeah.
Yeah, they
That'd be-
better.
I hope so. It's nice, man. If they did a Mace Windu, I would love to have one. And even this Luke is pretty fun.
I like this Luke. You get the X-wing.
But see, the thing about both of them, the Mace Windu and the Luke Skywalker, my only worry is the likeness. You know,
Yeah.
I think that Luke Skywalker would sell quick. I think Luke Skywalker would sell quick, but you gotta have the likeness there.
Yes, sir.
That looks right, Shane. If I had to guess and put money on it, I agree with you.
Oh, these were shown at the Star Wars collectibles panel.
There you go.
That's interesting.
Okay. All right. So they're doing Mythos and they're doing premium formats. I mean, that makes sense.
I just don't. Why not show it at the sideshow con? It's just.
Probably not.
I guess because it's not even a rent. They don't even have a render. It's just a sketch.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about this one? I forget.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
I mean, but you haven't talked about it. What do you think about it?
I think I'm with John. I'm not cool with the freaking fabric cape, but another Batman, another month of.
Hey. Aside from it being another Batman, what do you think about the statue? Like on its own merits.
So I had the sideshow premium format Batman that looks similar to this with the what was it? He was on top of a. I forget what he was on top of, but it looks similar to that. It looks too close to that, I think. Same pose almost.
I said the same thing. I think so too.
But for what it is, I kind of like it. Like everything on it. It has those boots that Rasheed doesn't like, I guess, too. So there's that. Yeah.
Damn. How can Rasheed be a real collector if he's hating on shoes?
But everything else looks
That
everything
was
else looks
the
pretty
perfect
cool.
reaction.
You know, Buck, when I think you were quiet and you're gonna just be an obedient little boy, you just run your mouth.
We can't say that word boy.
I can say it. I can say it. I can say it. You can't say it.
Nobody
I
can
can
say
say
it.
it. God damn it.
They can't say it on Disney. You can't say it on here. Sorry.
This one I thought you was gonna be an obedient.
This looks cool, man. This looks really cool. This is my first time looking at these. Like,
Which do you like? Do you like the skin tone or you like the green one?
I like the skin tone. The
Amen.
green
Yeah,
one
I
looks.
think the skin
love
tone
this.
has more of a horror more look than the green one.
Yeah,
It
you
just
can see it.
The
Like,
colors just pop so much more, in my opinion.
I agree.
Green one
It's
looks
just-
like somebody.
you can kind of see
Captain
here
Kirk
too,
with
though.
hair.
I almost got the green one, but I'm holding out for the Prime One Ivy on Throne. That's the only reason.
Amen.
Oh yeah, oh that's right. Yeah.
Well, if you like woman on lettuce, all right.
Lettuce. She's wrapped in a
Like
cabbage roll
cheese.
here.
Where she got that? You just get that? This looks good, man. Look at that.
Think you're gonna take that?
You can take-
I like it on lettuce.
This one might be my.
Look at that. Look at that wrapping
I
there.
mean,
It's grape
if I had to
leaf.
choose between the Prime
Good
one and this one,
man,
I would choose
Piggy.
Prime one.
Good man.
This looks really cool. I love that. Is that a Harbottle, the portrait?
Yes, Harbaugh.
Damn.
How many y'all ordered this piece? Anybody ordered this piece?
Nah.
It's sold out, right?
Marky
I don't
Mark
like
got it.
Ivy.
Mark got it?
Yeah,
Hey.
Yes,
Look,
sir.
he's
I'm
in the
jealous of
chat.
him. He's watching Shark Tank.
I'm
I mean,
going back.
Shark
I'm
Week.
going backstage with Mark to watch
Shark
Shark
Tank.
Tank.
All right, let's hurry up. Let's hurry up. There's a
Yeah,
green.
I think the flesh tone makes it pop more than this green one.
Look at the
And I like
anatomy, though, man.
I like my Ivy green, but yeah, the flesh one I think is a little bit better.
Right there, how
Well-
they did it from the arm, that muscle there. Wow.
Oh, look at that! It's transparent right here too. Like you can see
Yeah.
the skin. That's
This
cool.
is pretty cool, man. Yeah.
What's your guys' thoughts on? Oh, that is really nice. What's your guys' thoughts on releasing at the same time both variants?
Brilliant.
That's
like
good. That's good.
It's
That's
good?
what I've been asking for since.
Yeah,
I think that's good that he did that.
More
Yeah.
transparent of giving us the option to, pick one or the other.
I think we were crazy for asking that in the beginning.
No,
No
I've been
company-
asking for it too. Like, but
I know, that's what I'm saying. People were saying we were crazy because no company's gonna. It's all about the money and all that, right? No.
Good idea. Listen,
long
you
as
give
those
people
are-
options, and you're still going to make the sale,
Yeah.
regardless.
You know, it's funny. I wonder how many people are gonna flip it as soon as it comes out.
yeah.
The
I
same
think
people
people
that's
gonna
gonna
flip
flip
the
the
first
other
one.
one that just came out before. They're just gonna come out with another.
I know I'm flipping it, motherfucker.
For retail.
Those feet are beautiful, by the way.
Nah, I'm just gonna review it, and if I like it, I keep it. If not, then I'll sell
Oh,
it.
you got a channel, Rasheed? Oh, what's up, Rasheed?
I got a lot of receipts, motherfucker.
That looks good. See, that looks
That's
the
beautiful.
eyes. Yeah, the eyes are amazing.
Yeah.
I think they
Jesse
deserve
knows.
the way they're going with this
Oh, that's
line with
pretty.
the
Gross.
Joker, the Penguin, and this girl. I think they need to do a Scarecrow now because this line looks more like a dark Gotham. You know,
Yeah. Yep.
now that I see the Joker and the Penguin and her, this looks like more of like a darker
Yeah.
Gotham line. You know,
Maybe if Mr. Freeze.
I never
Right.
freeze.
And a Batman for that matter, because I know it's another Batman, but I don't think have a Batman that matches this.
you don't think the Batman? You don't think the You don't
No,
think Martin
this doesn't
Canales
match.
You don't think Martin Canales Batman matched these? Not this limited Martin Canales one.
It could It could, but
It
I
could.
think we should get another one.
I didn't really like the cape that long.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
didn't do it for me.
Gotham by Gaslight doesn't necessarily. You can because it's dark and gritty, but story wise, I think that should be his own Batman.
What's the
John,
price
you
on
going to
this?
get the Penguin?
700.
Just get an Arkham one. It'll match perfect with you.
Are you going to get this Penguin, John?
I'm
Batman.
really highly considering. I have some good points.
What about the Prime one? No.
I would get both.
Okay.
God damn.
But I like that's just talking out of my behind right now because
Pause, man.
I was just thinking, it's the same man that's saying, how did they give us two IVs?
Oh, wow,
He's like,
look at
I'll
that.
buy
It's dirty.
both.
yeah, but it's two different penguins too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not in a rush for the Prime one. Let me tell you that. I think I'd act more on the Sideshow one, possibly first, just because.
Hello.
But then again, at the same time, I
Yes.
think the edition size of 1500
Would that be 3 or
is
4?
Wow. Bro.
You want
really
French
quick
fries with
question.
that?
What do you guys think of like this being released after the last Sideshow Poison Ivy? Like the
It's
one
so
that was-
awesome, man. It's
You
great.
guys like that?
I hopefully
Oh my
they do
God.
one next week too.
Wait,
I think
you
that would be
gotta-
wonderful.
Which
That's
side show?
crazy.
Well, you
the
said
last
I don't
one
hear
was-
sarcasm, so
I still like. Unfortunately, I still like that last one they came out with because it has more of a comic book. Where this one is more like a dark horror.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, it's completely different styles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
two
I'm
different
really-
styles.
You don't feel like you're cheated. Like, man, I just bought this when they ain't even shipped it, and here comes this one because they're in two different
I
directions.
just can't get excited about another piece that comes out so close to
A little bit, Piggy, a little bit, because they came out with that one and then they dropped this one. You know, usually they would have dropped these,
At least a
and
year.
then maybe maybe like 8 months to 10 months, and then come out with the new Poison Ivy. So I
I'm
figured
not
it-
happy
you
if
know.
I just bought that piece, the other one, and let's
I
say I
can see
like
that.
this one better, and I bought the other one, and they come out with this one right away. It's not anybody's fault. It's just that I won't be happy if all I had was the budget for one, and then I had to go through a rigmarole to try and get rid of the other one to get this one.
If you are an Ivy collector, it is good because I think she pairs well with the Prime One Hush Ivy.
Yeah, I guess
Because
if
that
you
tree
try
branch, it
Ivy-
looks like an extension of a branch
Oh,
from the
yeah,
Prime One. Yeah.
I got a
think
whole
that's the
Ivy
difference. I think a
table.
lot of Batman collectors, they are used to like shrining a lot of it. Like it's more of like getting as many as the iterations and variants of the statue, so it's probably something they're used to.
I think Killer
That's
Croc
why
is
I
gonna
didn't
be
get the
next.
green. That's why I didn't get the green because I collect ivy. I got like a whole ivy shrine as they call
Okay.
it. I only got room for one more, so it got to be the prime one
Yeah.
over
So
this one.
for that, then yeah, it could come out as many.
Red
I was
Sonja
I was
didn't.
asking for this during the whole show,
Yep.
Yep.
and then like I don't know, I'm not sure I like it. That's that's
What's
the
wrong with it?
Do you like
I
the
don't
art
like
piece?
I don't like the pose. The art piece is not my style. I don't like that guy's work normally.
You don't like the overhand? Like
Do you
her
mean you're talking
coming down?
about the portrait? Sorry,
Yeah.
the painting. Sorry, the someone Piggy's talking
Yeah.
about the painting, right?
Oh.
Both.
I don't like that guy's work.
You don't like either one?
Yeah, but this might still work for me. If there's maybe another portrait, she looks like she's about to fall over. It doesn't look like it doesn't look properly balanced.
Do you think her breasts are
She's
too
top
heavy?
heavy. Yeah, she's top heavy.
It
Clearly.
No,
balance.
not
It
not
balances.
even. Like the pose looks
Sorry.
kind of goofy, but
Milk bag.
I can't see everything yet. So I'm still holding out hope,
Have you tried to
especially
swim with
because
soil
if
with breasts
this.
that big, Buck? I bet you look like you're falling over too.
That's why she doesn't wear any armor, so she could
It's
compensate.
balance, baby. It's all
It's
about
the
the
milk
balance.
bags.
It's called
Yeah.
psychological warfare.
There's this one. Thought that was kind of weird. You guys are nerds,
You're not
man.
attacking no woman that looks like that. You're just getting attacked.
It's just like I'm moving to the Batman. Everybody else is switching from Red Sonja's milk bags.
All of a sudden, everyone drops their weapons and they want to grapple.
Let's wrestle this out. Let's wrestle this.
Yes.
Put your sword
Straight
down,
close
Sonya.
combat for sure.
Well, my first shirt. I feels like I've been gone for like 3 months or like a long ass time, you know. So, but it's only been 1 week. But 3 hours and a half we're about to hit.
Holy shit. Yeah,
I know. But you guys, thanks for stopping by, and yeah, let's get out of here. John, any final thoughts?
Another great week in the bag, man. I'm glad you had fun, and thank you for all the content that you put out. I know Cece put some photos out, as well as Jeff and all the rest. You guys.
Oh, I got to meet Jeff. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because without you guys, we would be sitting here twiddling our thumbs. So yeah, thanks for everything you did, man.
Oh yeah,
Jeff
definitely.
seems like a cool dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to meet Jeff Jr. and everything, so that was cool too.
Nice.
But yeah, thank you for like. I gotta catch up on all the videos, like I keep saying. I'll catch up, but yeah, well, tomorrow, yeah, well, we got a bunch of shows to coming up this week. Mark, how's the shark life?
Is it any good?
Shark Life is good, man. But seriously, big shout out to you, Casual. I really appreciate you getting that Prime One bust signed for me. That was a boss move on your part. So thank you.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Carrying around like 8 pounds. I think it's like 10 pounds through a whole Comic Con.
Yeah, it's hefty.
Shot put.
Yeah, that's all good.
That's cool.
Cool. Piggy, how about you? Any final thoughts?
Just saying thanks again to you for getting the footage. Thanks to John for holding it down during the Sideshow Con. And real quick, shout out to Dwayne Davis. He's always in the chat. And the spot that I was telling you guys about down here in Georgia is called Charlie's Comics and Action Figures. If you guys can come down in September 10th, he's having some big event there. He's trying to highlight people doing autographs, statues, 2 different floors. But he does this big thing down here in like Metro Atlanta every Sunday. Me and Dwayne rolled out there this past Sunday. It's a good time, man. We were in there talking to those people for like an hour after the spot closed. So you guys check it out. I'll send everybody a link. But thanks again, man. Thanks for having me on.
Definitely. Slifer, you gotta see. I told you, man. We East Coast boys have to represent at New York Comic Con because the West Coast boys. That's what I want to start calling them, the West Coast boys. And,
West Coast boys.
Yeah.
Well, me and Rasheed, we'll all hang out, right? Rasheed, you're down to hang out. We'll take this guy out, you know.
Nah, man, you guys are too soft for me, man.
Oh,
there we go.
You know what he means? He means we're too young and vibrant. You know, that's
Sniper, you're vibrant. Definitely don't want to hang out with you. Nah, I'll be out there. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Oh yeah.
We'll do something.
I'll tell you guys about the West Coast boys backstage, but yeah. Thanks, Life, for joining in. D-Rock, man. How about you, man?
I got nothing, man. I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for having me, and congrats on being able to go to SDCC. I bet that was just awesome.
It was a blast. Yeah.
And I think you did it right, man. I think you did it right, like trying to enjoy it, not trying to make it work.
Yep.
So
100%.
Yeah. That's Pudgy's. All thanks to Pudgy. I was trying to, like, I was like staying up late at night. I was like, F this crap.
No,
like,
what's the rush, man? Why rush it?
I'm sure it was tempting, right? It was probably tempting to. I got some good video here. I want to share this. And,
Yeah.
But no. Just relax.
Relax and enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely recommend it
Get
again.
laid. Go get laid.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah.
Backstage.
Dip the wick.
D-Rock, thanks for joining. And Pudgy, any final thoughts for you?
Yes. No, nothing. Hopefully, I'll check the paycheck next week. Hopefully, you didn't dock me for the 15 minutes. That's all.
Awesome. Crippler, tomorrow you got a tag team match tomorrow, or what's going on?
No, we will be revealing that the next Collector Combat will be tag team matches. So we'll probably show you some of the teams. It's gonna be crazy.
That sounds good.
You might have rivals like on the same team. They're gonna have to work together. How you gonna vote? How you gonna vote if Jupiter Cock is on the same team with Art? Not saying that's gonna happen, but things could happen. Like it's crazy. You're gonna have to dig deep to figure out who you're gonna go for. No, but I'm just be working through that, and then as soon as it's ready, we'll launch it. But yeah, we'll probably announce a few teams tomorrow for sure. But yeah, no, I appreciate you as always for always supporting us, Casual. And yeah, I'm glad you had fun. Pudgy was spot on. I'm glad you had fun when you went to Comic-Con.
What time's the show tomorrow? I think you.
Tomorrow, Constructive Outrage with Darth Rasheed, Shane the Dark Lord, Critical Mass, and a special guest that we locked in, but I got to make sure that it's locked in before I start promoting it. Yeah, we'll be at 9 p.m. EST.
It's Jupiter.
The return. We need
From the
to interview
bathroom.
him about the bathroom situation. So it's got to be real now. And I think Buck might be on there tomorrow too. Buck, you might be on there tomorrow. Buck
Yeah,
will be on there tomorrow.
I got my referee suit laundered, so we good.
Very
There
nice.
we go. And it's a quick question too, because we be going like while doing this now. Like I had some crazy teams like with Rasheed and them, but I don't know if that will be fair to have people from our show on it because I think that might sway it. So like it's like it'll be fun, but at the same time, I don't know how fair it will be.
I think when you have the people on the actual episode too, it makes it more. If you can get both people, well, if you do tag team, it'll be tough. But when you had like Pudgy and Danny on, that was pretty.
I think that was
pretty funny.
Yeah, I want to do more of that. So I don't know. I'll think through it because I think especially when they brought did the promos and stuff. They both had the mask and everything. I think that was that's where we want to go and even amp that up a little more.
That would be cool. Yeah.
But we'll see how we can manage that for at least having one representation for each team might work. But cool. Like always, appreciate everybody on this panel and Casual, John, the usual people. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you, bro.
Darth Rasheed tomorrow.
Rasheed.
How about you, Buck Fangs? What do you got? Any final words?
We're on the rise. You know who we are. You don't need to say our name. And from now on, when I see you use the hashtag in the groups, I want to see the flex.
Anime Boy Flex!
Let me tell you.
Show us the.
Man, every time he does this, I want you to put that photo of the guy dead on the table.
Nice.
Actually, I don't know who was dead. The guy sitting down, sitting up, or the guy on the table.
I don't even know what that panel was about. All I know, it was a prep time panel, and
it was a Magna panel.
He was
It was
watching
like-
the sideshow
yeah.
con.
They were watching Dragon Ball Z episodes.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing.
Oh man.
They were up to episode 374.
And it was still the same afternoon, the same conversation.
I tell you this, guys. Anime Boy Dragon Ball pieces, we're not having the issues with you guys where it's hard to sell shit. It is selling
He's
out.
not lying.
I don't see
He's
a
not
lot of
lying.
Anime Boy statues on by
On the secondary market, period. Yeah.
Yeah, because
There's a
people
reason.
don't sell them; they keep them.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Well, Buck, thanks for joining in. And Darth Rasheed, man, what do you got? Any final words?
Just everybody's invited to the constructive outrage show. You know, we just want to keep it in the family. If you want to come on, don't be shy. If you're in the chat, you want to come on, just we just like to keep it just like this. You know, keep it going and stuff like this. It's therapeutic, and that's about it. You know.
And shout out to like all of the people that send me like cool messages about like how they're enjoying the show and stuff, because like I don't be on Facebook a lot, so when I come in and I see, I was like, oh, like Dwayne Davis is one of them, hit it us. It was like, oh man, people seem to be enjoying that, so I appreciate those messages. So Edwin does it all of the time too. So
I got to see a fan at San Diego Comic-Con. He was like, Steve from Casual Nerd Problems? I was like, oh shit, like where's my bodyguard? Anthony Rogers was his name.
And but that's the thing.
Oh, I've seen Anthony in the chats, yeah.
We don't let this stuff get to our head, you know what I'm saying? We don't.
Well, I don't got any omnibuses behind me yet, so.
Rashid, wait till you get to the first person. Rashid? Is that Rasheed?
Excuse me. I already had somebody do that to me. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, no, the woman at McDonald's saying, Rasheed, your order's ready. Doesn't count.
All right, you guys have a good night. See you guys.
Starbucks. A Rashid? Can I get a Rashid?
Can I get a what? A Rashid?
Iced mocha latte for Rashid.
You just finished hearing the
iced latte for Rashid.
Casual Nerd.
Do we have a Rashid in the house?
Like,
Rashid.
subscribe, and
thanks for watching Casual Nerd Problems, guys.
Casual Nerd Problems is brought to you by
Stay out of Buffalo,
Tampon.
goddammit.
Rashid ain't eating
Collect responsibly.
Tampon Maxi Pack.